All right, we live.
All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. Welcome to GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, we go live every Sunday noon to talk basketball and the GOAT conversation. So here we are. Thanks for joining us. Peace out to everybody that was waiting for us. We're here, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. We're on our Facebook account as well. You can catch us on the Facebook group, which is GOAT James Kingdom. You guys make sure to hit the like button, to hit the subscribe button. Make sure you share the content and let folks know about us. We are back again with another great episode as we will be talking about the finale of today's NBA, right? Today's the last day for the regular season. We're about to get the playoffs started next week. It's going to be great. This is when most casuals actually start watching basketball because it's the playoffs now. So they think it's more important. So they're going to start watching basketball. We're going to have more people willing to conversate with us. So we're here. We got our panel as usual. We got Craig, the MJ delegate. And we have also, Brandon and I, and Ralph will not be here today. So we say peace and blessings to Ralph as he's taking care of man duties as the man that he is. But we're gonna have a great show. We're also gonna talk about the 15 seasons. Is that correct, Brandon? The 15 seasons between LeBron James and Michael
Yeah.
Jordan. Okay, all right. So we definitely gonna have a great show. We want to say, peace out to everybody. Like I said, who's watching the show right now? We see Twin Man. We got Zero. Okay. And then we also got Adrian Knight, which is here. Peace and blessings. Like I said, to Juan Gant. Thank you, Chris. Y'all, what's good, brothers? What's good, man? So let's get to it, man. Today's the NBA, right? The last day of the NBA. We have some intriguing matchups coming up, right? Um, let's look at the matchups. But if we look at the standings, the Eastern Conference is kind of set. If we get to the to look at everybody, basically the Brooklyn Nets are in the actual playoffs. They're not in the play-in. They didn't fall off after the trading of Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. They stayed alive, and so Miami is basically going to be playing against Atlanta. I believe that's more than likely the scenario. And then it's going to be Toronto and Chicago in the play-in. That starts on the 11th. And then the Western Conference is where it gets real juicy because the idea is that no one wants to face the Suns in the first rounds. So are the Clippers and the Golden State Warriors willing to tank their last game to not be the fifth seed? But then if they do that, they have a chance to let the Lakers jump up to the sixth seed. So we have a lot of good matchups today.
It's one predicament. I know when the Lakers was playing the Clippers, I didn't understand why LeBron and AD did not rest. They do not want that fifth seed. So what is the point of them going out trying to play the Suns? Who wants to play the Suns in the first round? I know the Lakers definitely don't. They're better off in the play-in than getting that fifth seed. So if you know Golden State wrap up this sixth seed, it's a lot better than the Lakers in that fifth seed to me. You
Yeah.
you don't have home court advantage, and
Mm-hmm.
you playing a rested, healthy Suns, which is a quick first round exit. Or you could go into the play in. Hopefully they lose one game so they could play Denver because they could beat
That's
Denver,
right.
or play Memphis, which is not a easy matchup either. So, but still, it's better than the Suns.
That is crazy for y'all to hear say. What the-
How's that correct? I wouldn't want to play the Suns.
Now, this is what I think. I honestly think that the Golden State Warriors, but see, this is the thing. The Golden State Warriors have to, like, if they win and the Clippers lose, they automatically jump to the fifth spot, right? So that
Mhm.
that that means they're gonna face the Suns. But if they lose, right, and the Lakers win, then the Lakers jump to the sixth seed. So it's like they're in a conundrum because they want to avoid the Suns, like Brandon is saying. But how do what they can then that means they would have to play Memphis in the first round. And I think that they feel more comfortable playing Memphis or Sacramento in the first round. So the thing about it is that do they lose on purpose to make sure that they're the sixth seed if worst case scenario, or they'll be the seventh seed, or do they go ahead and just take the win and hope that the Clippers go out there and beat the Suns? Because that's who the Clippers played today. They played the Suns today.
Yeah, and the Suns is going to play hard because they got players who coming off the bench who want to get time. But if the Clippers lose, that doesn't move up the Lakers. So Lakers are actually in a better spot than at the fifth seed. It would be perfect if they was at the sixth seed, but then again, that's not going to happen today.
But the Lakers can't be the 5th seed. The highest they can get is
No,
the
I
6th
said
seed.
the 6th seed.
Oh, the 6th seed,
That's
yeah.
that's not gonna happen today because if the Clippers lose and Golden State win, like both of them will have to lose for
Yeah,
them to be the 6th seed,
yeah,
and I don't
yeah,
think that's gonna happen today.
yeah. Well, no, not really. They just need the Warriors to lose. If the Warriors lose and the Lakers win, the Lakers are 6th seed. They just need the
But
Warriors
if
to lose.
if the Clippers lose as well,
But the Lakers will be tied with them, but they'll have the tiebreaker
Clippers
versus
have the
so they'll
tiebreaker.
so
So
they'll still be 5th seed. So the only way the Clippers could avoid the Suns is if the Warriors win and they lose.
no one wants that 5th seed. That's the problem.
But that's what I'm saying. So if the Clippers
Uh,
lose, right? Let's just say the Clippers lose to give the Warriors that chance, but then the Warriors don't win, and then the Lakers win. The Clippers still get the 5th seed, and then the Lakers get the 6th seed, and then the Warriors are in the play-in.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
So let me
Go ahead.
ask you right quick about it. So they're saying like basically, yeah, essentially saying anyone that play Phoenix is going to lose that series, no matter who it is. That's what y'all saying?
Those 3 teams will lose to Phoenix in the first round.
All right. So which one of those teams would you give I wouldn't say excuse, but you understand why they would lose if they played them between those 3?
I think the main reason is a easier matchup. Yeah, they would rather play the Suns later because most likely somebody is getting hurt, so they don't want to play them healthy in the first round.
No, I'm just saying, like, what if one of those teams play and they lose? Like, would you understand why they lose compared to, like, let's say the Lakers play them and they lose? Mm-hmm. Would you understand why the Lakers lost opposed to Golden State played them and they lost the Golden State lost to them? Would you understand why they would lose to them as far as, with the team being healthy, the style of play? That's what I mean.
I mean, at this point in time, the Lakers, the Warriors, and the Clippers are basically the same team. So they all get the same excuse. They're just not as good as the Suns.
They're just not as good as the
I
Suns.
mean, that's the only way I could describe it. They're just not as good as the Suns.
I mean, the Suns the best. The Suns the best team in the West.
Yeah.
I mean, KD haven't lost since he put on that jersey.
They are the favorites in the West because if they're healthy, like you said, if they're healthy, I mean, who can really beat them?
I mean, you got Booker and KD. Man, that's tough. And you got a point guard who's not going to make too many mistakes.
So this just further the narrative. All you got to do is put two good players together as a team, and they automatically win, right?
We're just saying that. We're just saying automatic.
That's not where they're close.
We're saying that they are the favorite. If you look at it, they
have a good roster. Like they all around good roster. But they got 2 stars as well with that roster.
What would be the bigger excuse though? Who if they lost to either one of those teams, which one would look worse for the Suns?
I would say the Lakers.
So if LeBron beat KD and the Suns in the first round, that would be the worst than if the Clippers did it or if the Warriors did it. So you give the Warriors and the Clippers a better chance to beat the Phoenix Suns than LeBron's team. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, like I said,
because that's look how like everybody else, the Bronze has the most different teammates from who he started with, so he's playing with new people as opposed to Golden State and the Clippers. They're just missing. Everybody's missing pieces, but he got a whole bunch of new pieces he got to play with.
Well, I think the only way it would look bad if the Lakers beat them in the first round, just like Craig said, they have a whole different team. Like you're not supposed to lose to the Lakers in the first round. If they lose later in the playoffs, it's different because they already got their feet wet. They're like gelling. We all know how good they are if they win some games in playoffs. But if the first round, the Suns should not lose to the Lakers in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, if you really, like I said, we all talked about this. After the 4th seed, it's really up in the air in the Western Conference. A lot of those teams are, like you brought up the players, the new players. This is the point in time right here where you guys love to say this is where somebody makes a name for themselves, right? In the playoffs, right? So can someone like Vanderbilt or Reeves or D'Angelo Russell make a name for themselves in the playoff? Or will LeBron and AD just have to carry them? Will Devin Booker make a name for himself and all those other guys? Does DeAndre Ayton step up, right? Because
the Suns are proven. Like they've been to the finals. They had the best record last year. Like there's no need to be proven with the Suns. Like the Laker
They
guys
lose. They
haven't
can
did
lose.
But
anything.
they got a new team though. It's a different team than what they had when they made the
I'm just
finals.
saying, like,
Yeah, but
like they
I'm just saying
never
though, all these
been in the
teams.
playoffs.
Yeah, I'm saying, but all these teams have players that can Jordan Poole step up again because they're not going to have Andrew Wiggins. I think he's trying to play for the playoffs, but will he step up? You know what I'm saying? Like these are the moments, like people say, right, where you have to have those role players step up. But it's definitely going to get interesting because today's matchup is you have the Clippers and the Suns, you have the Lakers and the Jazz. Now all the games start at 1 p.m. There's 2 games that start at 1 p.m. and then there's the rest of the games are at 3:30 p.m. These are all Eastern Standard Time. So you have those in crucial games. You have the Pelicans and the Timberwolves are playing today. You have the Grizzlies and the Thunder playing today. So that's another big matchup. And the Warriors are playing the Trailblazers. And then you have the Kings and the Nuggets. I don't know if the Kings and the Nuggets are going to actually play their players or they're just going to sit out because they're actually fixed at their spots. So
who knows?
And that ends it all. And then, like I said, starting the 11th, you have Miami and the Hawks, and Toronto and Chicago play Wednesday, 7 p.m. So that's the 11th and the 12th. That's already set up by the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Brandon and I did make some predictions before the season started. And we was gonna, like I said, we had a show, we had to create some content, and we created a show where we were talking about what the prediction would be as far as the seedings, who would win MVP, who would win, Defensive Player of the Year, and this is my seeding, and I was kind of off on a lot of things here, as you can see.
I mean, you got I don't know what this thing with the Heat. I know that's your team, but come on.
That's my team, man. That's my team.
I know that's your team, but come on.
My team, man. That's my team. Okay, but I mean, still, we still there. We the 7th seed. I have the Nets.
I mean,
where
you had the Heat winning the title, right?
I said in the finals and winning the title. I think I did say that. Yeah.
Jimmy Butler's Finals MVP.
Jimmy Butler, let's go, Jimmy Buckets.
That's a media award, man. Don't worry about no final MVP.
Yeah. But I didn't have Sacramento in there. Obviously, I had Dallas in there. I was completely off with Dallas. I was off with the Suns.
It's not really off. It's like they sunk because they traded for Kyrie.
That's true. Offense when they already had it for defense.
Yeah, which they don't have.
They gave away defense for offense.
I had the Bulls being better than what they was, but this was the preseason prediction for me. And I mean, my prediction could still be there. The Heat and the Lakers could still be in the finals. Stop playing. Stop hating.
It's possible, I guess.
Possible. It's really possible. It is
an alternate universe somewhere around the Heat and the Lakers.
The Marvel universe, Doctor Strange in the Marvel universe with time lapse. I can do it. I can make it happen, yo. I can make it happen. Just give me the Infinity Stones. I can make it happen. But what was yours, Brandon? Do you remember what yours was?
I know I had the Nets in the finals and winning it all. I think I said the Clippers.
3 years. You had the
Clippers and Nets.
You meant to say Kevin Garnett. You meant to say Kevin Durant in the finals.
So it's gonna be. I mean, the Clippers can't be in the finals anymore because they got to play the Suns. So if I had to make a new bet, I would bet on Boston and the Suns. If not, the Bucks and the Suns. But I'm gonna go with the Suns.
The Boston's gonna lose to the Heat in the first round.
Yeah, we all know that's not happening.
Yo, listen, you had the Nets, bro. That was your team. This was my season winners.
I mean,
I was completely
Nets was rolling.
Yeah, I was completely off with my MVP candidate.
You completely off with all of them.
No, the Lakers.
Everything. What's right?
The Lakers and the Heat.
Okay, Jimmy Butler, that's way off. That's not going to happen. League MVP, that's off.
Yeah,
defensive player of the year, that's off. Scoring title, that's off. 6 man of the year, that's off. Comeback player of the year, that's off. Everything's off.
That's fucked up, Brandon. Thank you for doing that. That's fucked up.
Why is scoring title up there and not assist title? Why is scoring? Why is that highlighted as an award?
Because that's the awards I like to talk about the most.
I mean, the only thing I had right, I said Joel Embiid was finally get the MVP because they did give it to him the last 2 years, but I think he should get it this year, even though all the stats say
Joker.
Jokic. I don't think they'll give it to him. I don't think they're gonna
Yeah,
give it to him.
if Joker don't get it, it's because his voters fatigue. Point and simple.
Yeah.
That would be the only reason. That would be the only reason. Damn, Brandon, I shouldn't even have sent you this graph. I don't even know why you
No,
did that.
you should not even did that. And when I
Yeah,
saw it,
man.
I was like, you I don't think you want to show this one.
Yeah,
This
I
shows
did.
that this is
Because
way off.
this was 7 months ago. This was 7 months ago or 6 months ago.
You got one of them, right?
I mean, listen. Bam is going to make the all defensive team. Okay, he should make the all defensive team this year. Yeah, John Morant obviously was away. I don't know what I was thinking with John Morant. I just thought he was more mature than what he is. Obviously, we know he's not that mature. And then the finals is still there. The Heat could step it up, man. Let's go, Spoelstra. I believe in my Heat. So, and I believe in LeBron James and the Lakers. I believe the Lakers really have a good chance to make the finals.
I think they do if they don't play the Suns in the first round.
Now they're not gonna. They don't have no. They can't play the Suns at all. So they're gonna either play Sacramento or they're gonna be playing Memphis in the first round.
Like they have a chance to play the Suns in the first round. They have a chance to actually move ahead in the playoffs.
Yes.
They have a chance to move ahead in the playoffs. I do want the Clippers and the Suns to play in the first round just to get one of those two out the way. Just to get one of those two out the way.
Funny if Golden State played them in the first round. That means
man,
getting a new champion.
That was.
I mean, but they have
okay. So we got Embiid or Joker as the MVP. So who we got for Defensive Player of the Year?
Jackson.
It's gonna be him. Yeah,
I mean, I would think it's Mobley. I believe Mobley's actually should be Defensive Player of the Year this year, but Jackson's a good candidate as well. All right, and then so the scoring title went to Embiid, right? He's gonna win the scoring title. All right, so Sixth Man of the Year. Who you guys got for Sixth Man of the Year?
Ooh.
That's Powell.
Who?
Powell from the Clippers. He's gonna win Sixth Man of the Year.
What about Quickly from the Knicks? You don't think Quickly? Because I know they were talking about Quickly. No. Nah. And then all right. So and then what's comeback player or most improved player? What do I think is most improved player from last year to this year? Who would that be?
To be honest with it, it should be Austin Reeves, but I'm not sure who it's going to be.
I was thinking Austin Reeves too. I was thinking Austin Reeves or Mikal Bridges, because I'm gonna tell you something. Mikal Bridges.
Oh yeah, Mikal Bridges.
Mikal Bridges is definitely deserving. He should definitely be one of those guys up there. I don't know if it's Tawan.
He's just been playing more. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Twain Gant or Tawan Gant. Like Twain Gant said, y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button and subscribe and hit the share button, man. He's over here arguing with the Kobe lover on the comments. yeah, Mikal Bridges is balling. My bad. I didn't mean to cut y'all off. Oh man. Ooh. So you ready, Brandon?
For 1 second. All right, so you guys ready for this? I'm gonna actually be on like Jordan sides today for everybody. So what I'm gonna talk about is the 15 season comparison. So as we see right here, Michael Jordan in 1,072 games, he's above LeBron James. Everybody loves to send this around how LeBron doesn't match up with Michael Jordan because of Jordan scored more points. He has more steals in those 172 games. Michael Jordan is, the GOAT over LeBron because of, 1,072 games. But Daniel is on here. He's been waiting for us for a few months. So I'm actually just starting the 15-year comparison between Jordan and LeBron. So
joined right on time.
So my thing is, so let's be honest, in the 94-95 NBA season, who had a better season between Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan? Is this even a conversation?
On just the one season?
Yes, just this one season. Who had the better year?
Of course, Clyde Drexler had the better year.
Why is that?
Because he's a champion.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, one, he won the championship, and two, I mean, Jordan didn't have enough time in that season to really get a comparison. I mean, you got to have a certain amount of time in a season.
Okay. So basically, Jordan didn't play enough to actually compete versus Clyde, and you probably think if Jordan played the whole season, it would have been different.
Yeah, if Jordan would have played the season, he wouldn't have took no time off. He would have just picked up right where he left off when he retired in 93. I mean, we're
Right.
talking about peak years here. We're talking about Jordan at probably his two highest peak years. He didn't play. I mean, we're looking at Jordan at his highest peak. Probably those 2 years there, we're going to be at his top level. The numbers he would have put up in those 2 seasons right there that he was retired and only played 17 games in that second season, he'd have played those 2 games. LeBron.
He's gone out a little bit, but yeah, basically,
You went in and out.
yeah, Daniel. Anyways, so you don't really get bonus points for not, you know, getting into the season and playing less games. That's basically what it is. Like, if someone plays more, you know, Clyde Drexler has the advantage in that. So my question is, why is 15 seasons equal to 1,072 games? Like, why do Jordan get bonus points in 15 seasons? Because LeBron played more games in 15 seasons. Shouldn't that edge go to LeBron? Like, why are we only taking 1,072 games?
Well,
You know, and why are we discrediting the postseason and everything? If we want to compare 15 seasons, why don't we compare 15 seasons?
So you're saying the 15-year comparison is only comparing the regular season.
That's what people always say. They say 1,072
Look,
games.
I
Like, why is
am
it
all
that way?
for total stats. People think LeBron Jordan fans don't like total stats. We are all good with total stats. Just use an equal amount of games. If your favorite player is better than the other person's favorite player, you should be able to show more accomplishments, better stats in an equal amount of games. Anything beyond playing past more games to get past a player, you're doing it. It's longevity as far as the numbers, championships, MVPs, you can get that through longevity. That's fine. But if you're talking about numbers, stats, that's fine. Use an equal amount of games. If your player is truly better, put up an equal amount of games. Show me he played at a higher level. If you show me anything past that, you're showing me longevity. That's
Okay.
it.
All right,
You guys
correct.
show that Vince Carter post where he played 20 years, but LeBron played 20 years, but look how much better his stats are. All you're doing is proving he's better than Vince Carter.
It wasn't
Because when
20
you do
years
that same thing to Jordan,
That's not what we
LeBron.
did. That's not what
That
we
wasn't
did.
20 years for LeBron. That's the problem. I guess you Jordan fans can't like read or something, but that was not 20 years to 20 years.
no. What I'm
That was
saying is you
22
can make
years.
that comparison with other players all day, but you can't do that with Jordan.
Okay.
Of course
All
not,
right.
because you want to do a favoritism for Jordan. Because
How is it a
no,
favoritism?
because
I'm
you're
taking all
basically-
their games.
No, Jordan doesn't have enough games to qualify, is what Brandon is trying to say.
On your criteria.
No, we shouldn't have to cut players' seasons or careers off to fit Jordan's narrative.
But
That's
in
why
apples to apples.
Hold on. We let you talk.
Okay.
That's where your biases and your preferences come in at, because like Brandon said, if they all had 15 seasons, but LeBron played 70 more games in those 15 seasons, you cannot. Injuries are part of you lacking something. That is a part. If somebody's able to play more seasons, more games for their career in the same amount of seasons, that is called being better. The same way you believe a player playing 82 games a full season is better than someone who plays 79 games.
That would be being healthier. That would not be being better.
But
and
you
as far
give
as
people, but you perceive that to be a bonus. You
that
give
is
bonus
not
points for that. You give
that's
bonus
not a
points for
bonus.
that.
Okay.
Dennis,
but
you
do.
just
But you
said
do
Clyde
that.
Drexler had a better season than Jordan because he played more games.
No, I said
don't
because
give-
he won the championship.
No. It's
No,
not
we're
okay.
not
Hold
talking
on.
to you, Greg.
Hold on.
It's an expose time for Daniel. He showed up for his expose and it's time for it. Go ahead.
Okay.
You
Daniel.
already agreed to that. I don't
No.
understand
I see what you did. I see what you did, but you're being very narrow-minded with it. Hold on one second. I'm gonna get my kids out of here. Hold on one second. God, go outside. Go out there. 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 Go out there.
So he basically said that we didn't compare 17 games to Clyde Drexler and Jordan. We compared the whole season. Daniel stated that you do not get bonus points for playing less games, and now he wants to give Jordan bonus points for playing less games.
Not playing less games. I'm doing it. I'm taking the equal amount of games from LeBron, equal amount of games from Jordan. That is an apples to apples comparison.
No, you're
that is not apples to apples.
That is apples to apples. You're being an equal. Once you put more games on it, you're admitting that LeBron needed more games to get more stats.
No, he didn't.
Jordan played at a higher level. LeBron played longer.
No, he did because you're just going by games. There's seasons. So there's a 17 game thing where Jordan was a certain part of his career. There was another part where he played another 17 games where he was a different part of his career.
Okay.
LeBron James for the 15 seasons has a consistent amount of games being played, so you have to count the 15 seasons and even the games played, being that
even when we count the 15 seasons.
And on top of that, the 17 season of 1995 isn't an injured season for Jordan. It is a decision choice that he made to not play the game of basketball. So we will not give Michael Jordan a pass for only playing 17 games in 95.
So you basically need LeBron to play more games to have more stats.
No, I don't.
Then use an equal amount of games.
No, we're saying that within the same amount of seasons that they played, not only did LeBron James play more games than Jordan, he has better stats than Jordan.
No, right. If your player would see, here's the problem with LeBron fans. You guys know damn well you use an equal amount of games, LeBron can't measure up. That's flat point simple. That's it. We need LeBron to get more games so he can get more stats than Jordan.
All right, Daniel. Let me continue. We're going to use 15 seasons for Michael Jordan and the first 15 seasons for LeBron James. That's what we're going to do. We're going to use their 15-year totals, what they did on the court. We're not cutting and slicing anything. We're using those 15 years.
Jordan, okay.
All right. So Jordan, in those 15 seasons, in the postseason and the regular season combined, he shot 1,645 more field goal attempts than LeBron in those 15 seasons. Free throws, he shot 1,485 more free throw attempts in those seasons. LeBron first 15 seasons and Jordan 15 seasons. So LeBron averaging 1,400 field goals attempts a season. So no matter how much you want to slice it, he shot the ball more than a full season of LeBron James. And LeBron James in his 5 years in LA has shot 1,715 free throws. So Michael Jordan basically shot close to 5 seasons more of free throws in those 5 years. So we can see why.
Oh, so because 5 seasons in LA, not to cut you off, but I mean LeBron didn't play the whole 5 seasons, so he's missed a lot of games in those 5 seasons.
I was getting ready to say LeBron's missed almost 3 seasons worth of games.
Here y'all go again with the amount of games for a season. We're talking about the season.
Okay. First of all, when you compare the 15 season, Jordan averages more points. He averages less turnovers. He averages more steals. So you're kind of leaving out that we're focusing just on the scoring part. When LeBron fans, field goal attempts were never frowned upon.
Get through the whole thing.
You guys exactly not letting him finish.
Why do you think I'm stopping here? Anyways, LeBron James has played 279 games with the Lakers, not the 100 games you guys think. Jordan has shot a lot. He got a lot more calls than LeBron. They blew the whistle every time Jordan attempted a shot, it seems like. All right, so let me go on. All right, so we're going to look at total points. So when we look at total points, Jordan has scored a total of 38,279 points compared to LeBron 37,949 points. That's 330 more points on 1,600 plus field goal attempts and close to 1,500 field goal attempts. And Michael Jordan, he got 330 more points.
Can you go back to your first graph when you showed that first in 1,072 games that Jordan only made 531 to LeBron's 1,200 3-pointers? So that could be the reason why he had to take less attempts to get closer to scoring. He's
right, because you guys understand Jordan shot less than 1 3-pointer per
Well,
game for
that
certain
sounds like
seasons.
a Jordan problem.
Doesn't-
But
No, okay,
then
hold on,
again,
hold
but
on.
then again,
Ignoring the
then
full
again,
thing, ignoring the full thing is not
field
going
goal
to change
attempts
it.
are field goal attempts. Field goal attempts are field
You
goal attempts.
cannot knock LeBron for being a better 3-point shooter.
He's not a better 3-point shooter.
He is better. Yes, he is. Oh my
He's
God.
not. You want me to prove it?
How?
Like I
Okay,
said,
wait, hold
he
on.
shot-
I can prove this real simple with stats. I'll look up the stats as I'm telling you this, okay? Pull up Jordan's career stats. I repeat, any season that Jordan upped his 3-point shooting to 2.9 or more 3-pointers per game, he shot a higher percentage than LeBron, not just in the shortened 3-point line season either. Any season he did that, he shot higher. The only time he shot a lower percentage than LeBron was when he shot less than 2.9 3-pointers per game. And LeBron's 3-point shooting is only a fraction higher than Jordan's.
It's lower. Simple as that. It's lower. And
anytime Jordan increased his 3-point shooting, he shot higher. Volume matters. You guys ignore those things so you can keep believing a false narrative. LeBron has never been a better 3-point shooter, better free throw shooter, better mid-range shooter than Jordan ever in his life. So just stop it. LeBron fans are the only ones that believe that. So you might as well just quit that.
I don't know how something lower can be better, but in Jordan fans'
I just explained the situation. It was volume.
Okay,
volume matters. Volume matters.
Lower could be better.
Volume matters. Volume matters.
Lower percentage.
LeBron can't even shoot a free throw. We know LeBron can't shoot. His shooting outside of 3 feet from the basket, 3-point included, he shoots 37%. Stop it. Jordan shoots almost 50%. Stop it.
Yeah, okay. That's not a real life.
Anyways, that is a real life thing. Look it up. I've looked it up numerous times. Him posted it numerous times.
All right. You be quiet now. Anyways, like I stated, LeBron James in 15 years has scored 330 points less, while Jordan shot 1,645 more field goals attempts.
He shot a higher percentage than LeBron, all the way up till 35
free throw attempts. So this is a huge disparity for only 330 points, which is kind of insane.
Their shooting percentages up for the first 15 seasons. Jordan shot a higher percentage, or Jordan shot a higher percentage than LeBron through his whole prime. LeBron just recently started shooting a higher percentage.
All right, Daniel, this is going to happen. If you continue to overtalk, you're going to get muted. Simple as that. All right. So as we go to career points, I showed you guys this. All right, now we go to shooting advantages. So when we go shooting advantage, yeah, Jordan has the advantage in free throw attempts. LeBron has advantage in field goal attempts, 2-point attempts, 2-point percentage, 3-point percentage, effective field goal percentage,
and
shooting percentage. That is 100% correct.
Incorrect. It was made by a LeBron fan. Incorrect.
100% correct.
Nope. All right, let's do it like this.
Dan, you're not gonna come on our show and tell us that we're lying intentionally. We don't do that in Go James Kingdom.
You are leaving off information.
No, we're not.
You come show us the information.
Okay. Let me show you how you're a liar. Let me show you how you're the liar. Here it is. Michael Jordan, okay, in the seasons that he shot over 2 3-pointers per game, that doesn't count the shortened line season, is 1990, where he shot 37%. That's his best season ever. LeBron James shot over 37% 4 times in his career. Let's not even discuss that. The next season that's better than that is 1993. Jordan shot 35%. LeBron's top 5 seasons is better than that. Then the next season that he shot that at that percentage is 27. The next season that he took 1.3 is 27%. In 98, Jordan shot 25% from 3-point land, shooting 1.9 that's when they backed the lineup and he no longer was shooting above 30%. Jordan does not have any great shooting percentages outside of the NBA.
Any season.
No. You just said that if we go to all the time when Jordan has a volume shooting,
where he increased his volume to 2.9 or more, he shoots higher than LeBron.
And the only time he increases to 2.9 without being a shortened line is one season, and he shot 35%.
Oh my God. Damn, I wish I could bring up the stats.
I got the stat. I'm telling you, it's right here. The one season
So he only shot 2.9 one time.
The one time when he shot 2.9 without the shortened line, he did it once, and he shot 35% from there. That was his best season. That was it.
I wish I could see these stats right now.
Jordan shoots 32% from three-point land with them giving 3 seasons worth of his most
What's
shooting season,
LeBron's career?
34.4, which is almost 2 better.
So when Jordan increased his shot to 2 over that, he shot higher than LeBron for the season he increased.
No, he didn't.
Season.
For one season,
but that was
that's just one.
But that was the only season on the non-short line that he increased his shooting.
How does his one season shooting better than for one season for LeBron's career making better as a 3-point shooter than LeBron?
Well, let's say that he increased that shooting to 3 per game every season.
You're giving up myths that are not real. Jordan averaged over 1.7 three-pointers per game. He almost shot 2 for his career. He shoots 32%, and the league gave him 3 years to help him. His most three-point shooting seasons were in that three-point line being shortened. So Jordan doesn't have a great three-point percentage if we take him outside of 95.
LeBron shoots a fraction. If Jordan's a garbage three-point shooter, then LeBron is. He shoots a fraction better.
No,
shut up.
No. We're telling you that Michael Jordan does not shoot 3-pointers better than Jordan.
He does shoot 3-pointers better than. He's a better shooter, period, than LeBron James.
The numbers doesn't say it.
Okay, let's do this. All right, let me show you how easy it is to prove Jordan's a better shooter.
Stop talking and let the stats talk, because you don't let the stats talk. You trying to talk over.
I'm going to talk stats.
No, you're not talking.
You just lied.
Why? Nobody lied about anything.
You just lied.
When Jordan increased his shot to 2.9 or more, he shot a higher percentage than LeBron. I did not lie.
You just completely lie.
You just lied.
All right.
You just told me what I said was correct. 2.9 or higher, he shot a higher percentage than LeBron.
That is a lie. That is a lie.
You just said what I said was correct. You're just arguing about how many seasons were in the non-shortened line season. My stat was correct. 2.9 or higher, he shoots a higher percentage than LeBron. Period.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Oh my God.
No, he doesn't.
So let me wrap your mind around this stat.
No, wrap your mind around this. Wrap your mind around this. LeBron James has 8 NBA seasons where he shot better than that one NBA season from three-point land, and he was shooting 4 or 5 3-pointers per game. So that means he is a better 3-point shooter.
We ain't gonna go eye to eye on this subject.
He takes more threes. He hits more.
We're gonna go about shooting in a different way.
You are getting exposed by the exposer, and you're gonna sit there like a man and take it.
You ain't never exposed nothing. You guys are putting up stats and you're breaking them to fit LeBron's narrative. Period.
He hits more threes. He is a more efficient 3-point shooter.
He shot more threes.
From the longer
he shot more threes.
And Jordan is nowhere near his 3-point average. That's it.
You are out of your mind, nowhere near his 3-point average. That is ridiculous. We're talking about fractions.
Continue, Brandon.
Right.
We're talking about fractions.
Right.
You have not been exposed by the exposure.
So
hold on. Back to the shooting thing. Let's do the shooting thing real easy. Jordan shot a higher percentage than LeBron did, and LeBron only matched Jordan's shooting percentage within the last 2 years. All the first 13 years of Jordan's career was a higher percentage than LeBron's 17 years.
There's not a career Jordan shooting percentage that is better than LeBron James than free throw shooting. Simple.
Why are you coming here lying? Why do you think we do not know the answers?
Yes or no? Yes or no? Answer my question. Yes or no? Jordan's first 13 years of his career, his shooting percentage was higher than the first 17 years of LeBron's. Hold on. Now you let me finish my question. Let me finish my question. Because you know where it's going and it's going to kill you.
I don't care about Jordan 13 season.
No. Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying.
We're talking about careers.
And this is what I'm saying. LeBron was only a better shooter for the last 2 years. He's only had a better percentage than Jordan the last 2 years.
You can keep thinking that, but 15 season to 15 season is LeBron. It's not even close. I don't even know why y'all.
Jordan is a better shooter than LeBron.
So when we look at the 15 years, LeBron, has 330
total stats are not how you compare players.
LeBron has more.
They're not how you compare players.
LeBron has more rebounds. LeBron has more 3-pointers.
That's not how you compare players.
Triple doubles. His value of replacement is better, and he generated 6,000 more points in those years in 15 seasons. So as we see,
credit
Jordan
for other people scoring points.
Yeah, Jordan comes
I've never heard this talk before a LeBron fan. So because he passed the ball to somebody that scored, LeBron gets credit for those points.
Points
You're
generated.
supposed to be
You
a
know what assist
basketball
is?
fan, and
You know
you're
what
going to
assist
sit
is?
here and
So
discredit
even
an
if
assist?
LeBron passes to a wide
You
open
know
player
what
that
assist
doesn't
is?
do anything, that he gets, your guys are giving him credit for those points.
Yes, because it's called an assist. You are not an NBA
You
fan.
you
Shut
are
up.
a pitiful
Shut up.
fan. Ask
Shut
yourself
up.
why you're the only fan base
God.
that does this.
No,
Ask
we're
yourself
not.
why you're the only fan base that talks
We
like
are
this.
NBA fans. We're not casuals. We love
No,
basketball.
no,
You
not
don't.
even
You're
sports
saying-
networks talk
You
like this.
said assists do not
Nobody
matter.
does.
You just said assists do not matter.
All right,
Really?
let me break this down to you guys. You guys have been
All right,
played
all right.
by the media.
All right.
The media
let-
has
let-
the
let
played
me-
you.
says what? Hold on, wait. You just use the media to say assists don't count, and then you're going to say we're the one plagued by the media.
We don't go
Daniel,
off the media.
silence yourself. You're being exposed. I have so much material already. I'm going to make hundreds of videos on you, and we're going to get paid money off of your dumb comments. You need to sit back and listen to us because we're educating you. We're not even debating no more. This is actually an education session. That's why Craig is sitting there watching you get exposed because he knows how dumb you sound coming on our show with this.
All right.
Continue, Brandon.
All right.
You got-
so,
You guys,
and so-
LeBron,
and so Jordan
put me in it.
has free throw attempts, field goal attempts,
Yo,
free throw
this is
percentage.
great.
He has field goal made, free throw attempts made. I spelled that wrong. He has 330 more points and 606 more steals over LeBron in 15 years. LeBron has, games played. That's an advantage. The best availability is being available. That's
games
LeBron's
played is
thing.
not an advantage.
Yes, it is.
All it does is give you an
when you can't play
opportunity
more,
to accomplish more. He did nothing but accomplish
The
more
best
Don't
stats.
ever
availability
mention
is being
Jordan
available.
playing 82 games. Don't ever mention 82 games to us ever again. Ever.
Jordan
All right, all right.
Jordan played
Playoff
82
format
games 9
is
times. Your
different.
queen can do it once.
Again,
You
don't
talking about
mention
games
playing-
now? I thought
don't
games
I'm
was
mention-
not
better.
even talking
wait.
about the season. The
mention-
playoff
listen,
format
don't
is
mention-
I'm
different.
saying the longevity is
Do not- wait,
overrated.
Do not mention
is
playing
15
more
years.
games in a
This is
season.
15 years.
And you
Well,
do
if
not
you're
get
gonna do
credit for playing
15
more for
years
your
and not
career.
15 and not the games played, then you got to do the 15 years results. So what they did in 15 years, you can't just do 15 years with stats
Uh-oh.
only.
This is
You
where
can't do it
LeBron
with
falls
stats
out the
only. So
conversation.
if you want to do the games,
No, it's not.
because the games,
Uh-oh.
not.
Jordan has
No,
more
this is not.
offensive awards, more
No, this is
defensive
not.
awards,
No,
more
this is not.
MVPs, more
No, he doesn't.
championships.
all I'm saying, if you're
He
gonna
is
do
the most
15
efficient
years,
player in
No.
NBA history.
No,
All right,
he
go,
15
go,
doesn't.
go.
years,
Go
you
ahead,
need
Craig.
the
Yes,
results
he
for the
overtalking you.
15 years, not just the stats. You can't just say 15 years for the stats only because they wasn't playing for stats.
Who wasn't playing for stats?
The ultimate goal wasn't to make sure I get 30 points and 8 assists and 7 rebounds.
That's what Jordan said.
Jordan's ultimate goal was to get scoring titles. So we can't count scoring titles because that's what Jordan's ultimate
That's
goal.
what
He
Jordan
wanted scoring
told. That's
titles.
what Jordan said.
I want
I'm
scoring
not-
titles.
Yeah, they said he wanted to average at least 32 points a game. Like,
At
don't,
least.
don't, no matter how the offense is ran, I need to average 32 points a game because he need that scoring title. So now, do those count or don't they count? I'm lost, Craig. Which one it is?
What I'm saying is, if you going by 15 years, you got to go by what they did in 15 years, not by
That's what we're doing. What they did in 15 years. That's
But you're
exactly
going
what
by
I'm doing.
stats. And
That's
plus
exactly
with
what I'm
the
doing.
games-
What they did in 15 years on a
All
basketball
right,
court.
keep going, because all you're gonna mention is the points. The
What they
It's
did
rebounds.
only
in
gonna
15
be what
years on a
fits
basketball
LeBron.
court.
It's only going to be what fits
How is
LeBron.
this
That's what
fitting
they're doing
LeBron?
this
Because
whole
LeBron
show.
played for 50. This is LeBron's first 15 years to Jordan's 15-year career. How is
LeBron
this
played more
only fitting
games.
LeBron?
LeBron had more games played in there.
And that's a negative for Jordan.
Well, I'm
Nobody
sorry, but it's
told
not
Jordan-
an equal apples to apples
Nobody
comparison, and
told
that's
Jordan
why
to
I won't
quit
do
all
it.
those
If
times.
your queen is
Well,
better, do an
nobody
equal
told
amount
the
of games.
NBA to
Nobody
make the
told
first round
Jordan to
the
quit
best
all
of
those
7
times.
There
years.
you go. So in
Nobody
lies,
told
that you
Jordan
guys
to
will
get swept
always
all those
hide
times in the
behind the
first
more
round.
games to make it
Nobody told
confuse it, to
Jordan
make it
to
like
not-
short.
Nobody told Jordan
Nobody
to
told
take
the
off all
league
those
to
games.
make the first round.
It
the
don't
best
matter.
of 7
Players don't
either.
play to say they played longer. They play for accomplishments. Period.
That's why we're
And
only doing
LeBron
15.
is more accomplished.
Okay, now 15 years. How
LeBron
many
is more
championships does
accomplished.
LeBron have? How many offensive
LeBron
awards?
has-
How many
LeBron
defensive
has
awards? How many MVPs?
LeBron has 3 championships in his first 15
I
seasons.
That's
have
it.
to have a
That's
question.
it. That's half.
How many times
What
did
does that mean?
Michael
half.
Jordan
What does
win a
that
title
matter?
in
Why
the
is
2000s?
this a debate? It's half.
No, because the debate isn't championships.
Half.
How
The
is
debate isn't
Okay.
championships.
Offensive awards. Who's got more offensive awards?
LeBron.
Who's got
and
more?
win?
LeBron.
Be honest.
Win?
Who's got more?
Win?
During
Win.
during those 15 seasons, who's got more
LeBron.
offensive awards?
LeBron.
Why would we measure LeBron awards when he
LeBron.
didn't play in the 90s?
Wait a
Like, that don't
minute.
even make
LeBron
sense.
only got 1 scoring title, 1 assist
Our
title.
scoring title is not an award.
So now that's not an award because LeBron only has one.
There is no award.
Now LeBron only has one. See, that's what I'm saying. Discredit everything that Jordan has over LeBron and just praise LeBron's total stats.
There is no award for the scoring.
Wait, hold on.
Nothing, Matt, guys, in the
All right. You gotta get beautiful for this one. How is Michael Jordan scoring 330 more points this big advantage in scoring in 15 years? Go ahead, explain that.
I just explained it like 10 minutes ago. The discrepancy is the 3-point. I mean, if you score 14, he's got 500. He scored 900 more.
So you're telling me that LeBron gets discredited for shooting 3-pointers?
No, I'm not discredited, but that's context. That's context.
He's explaining that's how he did it with left shots.
Jordan shot more.
Jordan's still taking more shots. He's still shooting more than LeBron. He takes more shots than LeBron. That's what y'all don't get. If y'all want the context, add that. That's the context. He takes more shots than LeBron does.
Why is that bad?
Wait, why we do apples to apples? Who scores more taking the same amount of shots in those same 172 games? How about we lower the shots? How about we lower it to the amount of shots LeBron takes in 172 games to the amount of shots Jordan takes in 172 games and see who scores the most points then?
On this subject,
who would score the most points? No, Daniel, who would score the most points if we had the shot attempts the same?
Well, that's hard. That would be hard to say.
Oh, okay.
You don't do the
gotcha.
Hold on. Now, hold on. No, ain't no got you. Let me explain. You guys let me. Y'all didn't let me explain nothing. Y'all didn't let me explain nothing.
Explain that.
All right. So let me say it like this. All right. So the question is how many, who would have more points if they did the same amount of shot attempts, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a what if. That's kind of hard. It depends on
what you've been doing the whole show.
All right, but hold on now. I'm getting to my point here. Okay. So you're saying that who would have more points if they took the same amount of shot attempts? Doing these what if scenarios is our biggest problem. All right. Now here it is. No, hold up. Each player chose their style of play. LeBron could have chose to be a scorer like Jordan. Jordan could have chose to be a passer like LeBron.
Oh my goodness.
Now hold on. Let me talk.
You hypotheticals. We don't want hypotheticals.
You are doing a hypothetical. What if they took same amount of shots? What if? That is a hypothetical. Let me finish my point.
No. You can't finish your point because we're not doing the hypothetical. We're doing.
You are doing a hypothetical right now.
Apples to apples. If we take the same amount of shots, who scores?
They never took the same amount of shots, so it's a hypothetical.
The same amount of games, and they never played the same amount of games.
Okay, so that's why we're taking an equal amount of games from both players.
And that's why we're taking an equal amount of shots. So we're doing that. Why do you want to stop us from doing that?
I don't understand why you guys think taking more shots is a bad thing.
The same way you think taking
more games is a bad thing.
You guys know that Jordan's the most efficient player in NBA history, right?
No, he is not.
It's on the record book.
No, it's not. What record book? Your record book? The record book said he's not even over 50%.
Basketballreference.com. LeBron or Jordan is number 1. Joker is number 2. LeBron is number 3.
No, that's called player efficiency. It has nothing to do with shooting.
That's all stats combined. Everything's combined, and they come out with an efficiency rating. I know. Discredit that one too because Jordan's on top. So far, we've discredited championships. We've discredited scoring titles, and we've discredited PER.
That PER is not a player's efficiency.
I know. We've discredited
basketball and scoring. Has the player efficiency rating has nothing to do with the way they shoot and score. Jordan shoots under 50% for his career. He is not the most efficient shooter or scorer in NBA history.
My thing is, why do Jordan fans believe PER is a shooting thing? Like, do they even know what PER is? I don't know.
Of course, he doesn't know what it is. He doesn't know nothing. He didn't know Jordan's shooting percentages and 3-pointers. He doesn't know nothing. He been sitting around here saying he was waiting months for this, and he's getting exposed.
No, you keep saying I'm getting exposed, but you keep cutting me off in the middle of everything I'm saying.
Because you're saying nothing that is not truthful. You're saying the same thing.
No, you know what it's about to lead to, and you're cutting it off before it gets there.
Nobody sat here and say championships don't matter but Jordan fans. Because if championships matter, we all know who would be the GOAT. You are the one who wants
championships are a category in the GOAT conversation, whether you like it or not. Just because Jordan has more, it doesn't mean that it's not a category.
We never said it wasn't.
Yeah, you do. You discredit them every single time we say Jordan has them over him.
That having the amount is not GOAT criteria.
That's nothing.
No, having more is not the GOAT criteria.
That is one category Jordan has over LeBron.
No, yes,
He
and we
got
already
one-
admitted that.
over
We
LeBron.
That is
admitted
one
that.
category.
Who said that?
But LeBron has way much more categories over Jordan than
No,
Jordan
he doesn't.
has.
He has
Yes,
total
does.
stats.
No, he has everything.
Total stats is one category.
Everything. We go
Total
down the
stats
line.
is one category.
Listen, if we go down the line,
No, you will
Jordan
not.
does not have, I've done it before. You're being exposed
No.
today. You're being exposed today.
Player efficiency belongs to Jordan. PER belongs to Jordan.
That's the same thing.
Points per game belongs to
You
Jordan.
just said the same thing. You just
Per
said the
game
same thing
stats
twice.
belong to Jordan. Analytics per
You just said
48
twice.
belong to Jordan.
No.
Jordan has more
What is
offensive
analytics per
awards.
48?
Jordan
That
has
doesn't
more
exist.
defensive
What
awards.
is
Jordan
analytics
has.
per 48? That doesn't exist. What is analytics per 48? What is that? What is that?
Look at it. Look at it.
What stat is that?
Look
What
at.
is
We don't know
All right.
what
So
that is.
what's one of the famous
48?
ones you
What's
guys like to do?
analytics per
Hold on.
48?
I'm gonna tell
What
you.
is
I'm gonna tell you.
analytics per 48?
I'm gonna
Please
tell you.
explain it.
Hold on. So what is that? What's the one you guys always post? The value of a replacement player.
Mhm.
LeBron beats Jordan for career, right? Do
That's
per
the value,
40.
yeah.
Do per 48.
You can't do per
There's no
48.
such thing.
All right,
There's no
God
such
damn it!
thing.
Somebody
There's no
look this
such
up
thing.
for me. Somebody look it
There's
up
no
for me.
such thing as per 40.
Hold on. I got my pad right here. Hold on.
Why does somebody have to go look it up for you when you
I
can't
got
find
you.
it?
I got you.
You can't find it on
Because if I say it, I gotta
No.
show you guys. You
No.
guys ain't gonna
There's
believe
no
it if I
such
just
thing.
say it. Hold
because
on.
it doesn't exist. It's not
Got
on
you. Hold on.
NBA.com. No, listen, it's not
Hold
on
on.
NBA.
Hold on. It
No,
don't
you go-
exist,
no.
right?
Don't tell me hold on my show. You go search. It does not exist on NBA.com. It does not exist on basketballreference.com. It does not exist on any official stat. There is no analytic stat for VORP per 48. It doesn't exist. It is only one stat. It is an accumulative stat that goes for the player's career. And when we do 15 seasons, LeBron is better than Jordan in VORP. And if we do it for 20 seasons, he's better. It's simple. That's simple. You want to talk about win shares per 48? That exists. That's an actual stat. And yes, Jordan in win shares per 48 is better than LeBron. But win shares in total, LeBron is better than Jordan. You guys always want to pick the things that Jordan is better at, but forget that LeBron James himself is better at Jordan in many categories. Many categories.
It's like 3 times, probably more than 3 times, probably 5 times in many categories. Like, it's not LeBron's fault that Michael Jordan didn't play long enough. We cannot cut LeBron James' 15-year career to fit
We're not
Michael
saying
Jordan.
that. The
Yes.
NBA changed it too. There's no that, like, for instance, the playoffs now, since LeBron started playing a playoff, you play a best of 7 in the first round. So off the top of that, if you played even the same amount of seasons in the playoffs, you already up him by game. So there's things that changes that will influence total stats. That's all I'm saying. There's nothing it's beyond the player's control of how things happen. That's all I'm saying, and y'all just running with it because it's the totals. Jordan cannot play 4 games in best of 7 in the first round.
How many more games you think that's going to be?
That's
It's
what I'm
not,
saying.
but it's not. That's not the point.
Acting like that's like 50 games.
No, but the reason,
influence it.
No, but you're trying to give it to some kind of rule change when the reality is it's not because LeBron James is playing a 7-game series in the first round. It's because LeBron James wins more series. He wins more games. That's why he plays more games. The only way to play more games in the playoff is to win games. That's it. There's no other way to have more games in the playoffs. They had the same amount of playoffs in 15 seasons, 13. LeBron James has over like 40 or 50 more games than Jordan. That's because he's winning
He
more
has
series.
like 80 more games in the postseason than Jordan because he kept going to the finals. And you're talking about first round series.
Please don't bring up finals. Don't bring up finals.
We talk about the playoffs and advancing. You talk about first round.
You have to win to get to the finals, Craig.
I mean, I don't understand. Like, why do y'all think that playing an extra game in the first round?
Finals to make the point that he make the finals, but when someone
we bring
we're
up the
talking
finals,
about he's playing. He's going to the first round, and Michael Jordan's losing the first round in 3 games, and LeBron James is going to the finals. LeBron's going to play a lot more games, no matter if the first round is 20 games. It doesn't matter.
And that's why I said, if you're gonna do the 15 years, do the results as well, because this is my exact point. He has more playoff wins.
What are the results?
The playoff wins, just like I'm saying.
What are the results? What are the results?
So are you discrediting LeBron James for winning more in the playoffs?
I'm not discrediting it. I'm just saying it to prove what did he get out of winning more playoff games in the 15 seasons?
More playoff wins.
Besides more appearances.
The only thing he didn't get to do was win 3 more championships. That's it.
And ain't that's the goal, like y'all said in the playoffs, is to play as long as you can.
The goal is to play as much as possible. So if the goal is to win championships, LeBron James playing more means he was more eligible to win more championships than Jordan, and he was playing to win more than championships. You don't have to have more championships than somebody to be better than them.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying.
So Jordan having 3 more championships does not absolve the rest of the resume. Just because you think the results was, well, it doesn't matter if LeBron was better with rebounds, assists, and all these other things, because the end result was Jordan ended up with 3 more championships. What you're basically saying is that championships trump everything. For some reason, you only do that for LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
No, I didn't say that. What I'm saying is y'all make it seem it because just with the competition thing, y'all don't give nobody he played with because none of them had championships. Y'all don't give
who? Like who?
Like the total.
You talking about Chicago?
Like who? I mean, you say we don't get no like players or teams credit.
I'm talking about teams and players.
Like who don't we give credit to in the 90s? I don't think we ever talked about that before.
We probably haven't, but it's just going off of what of how people saying because he never lost in the finals, his competition wasn't crap. But meanwhile, they name. This is what they do. I'm gonna put it like this: they go off the names with LeBron, and they go off the stats with LeBron and the names with with Jordan, because the competition they go off the names.
We go off of what production. We go off of what the people do.
Like we're not talking about who won the most. We're talking about who's the better player. That's exactly what all today was. Who's the better player?
You guys refuse to understand that more championships does not make you the better player. You guys
just talking about who's the better player. That's all.
Stats show you who's the better player. We had this conversation over the week, Brandon and I, because Chris Broussard, I'm going to make a video of it, was basically trying to say that people look at the numbers and they don't know how to look at the game and see what players do and all this other nonsense. The stats tell you what the players are doing. So LeBron James' stats shows you that he's a better player than Michael Jordan. Yes, Michael Jordan was on better teams and won championships because of the team he was on. But Michael Jordan's stats and playing the game the way he played the game was not better than LeBron James. LeBron James is a better basketball player than Michael Jordan. And the only thing you have when it comes to being a better player is the scoring, which we're trying to explain to you. Yes, if you want to say Jordan's a better scorer because he scored more points, whatever. But like Brandon said, if we do the 15 seasons, he doesn't.
He played more games. He played more games in your comparison. That's what it boils down to.
There is no way to equalize LeBron James's games with Michael Jordan's games. That's not how it's done. Do
the first 1,072.
No, because that's 15 seasons for Jordan. That's 14 seasons for LeBron. That's a disadvantage.
It's an equal amount of games. It's an equal amount of games.
It's a disadvantage to LeBron and an advantage to Michael Jordan, which is
how is it a disadvantage? Because LeBron can't use his longevity.
No, because now we're comparing 15 seasons to 14 seasons.
No, we're not.
But we are.
We're only comparing stats, not championships.
No,
stats, numbers for an equal amount of games.
Daniel, games played is a stat. And it counts. You cannot
LeBron has more games played, but Jordan again has more stats.
No, he doesn't.
During an equal amount of games, he has more stats.
What stats are these? No, explain these stats that he has more in.
You already brought them up. The very first little meme you had for the first 15 seasons, you guys were crying, saying LeBron. That's not fair.
What it is. Don't go off anything. Just tell me what it is.
Come on, it was the first one you guys throw up. I can't throw up the stats in front of you guys like you're throwing them up on the screen.
No, you should know he has more stats. You just say he has more stats.
The only thing that LeBron had over Jordan was reboundings and assists.
Okay.
That was it.
And this is counting what?
15 seasons.
First 15 seasons. First 1,072 games. I'm sorry.
So Jordan's 15 seasons to
that's
LeBron.
His season to LeBron's first 1,072 games. Same amount of games. We're only talking numbers, not championships.
I get you. So explain to me why we cannot take 15 seasons to 15 seasons.
Because Jordan didn't even play 15 seasons during that first rip.
So how is that a disadvantage for LeBron because Jordan didn't play
It's not a
15
disadvantage, but we're
15 total
talking
seasons?
numbers. You can't ignore that if somebody plays more games, they're going to get more numbers. That's an advantage for LeBron, not a disadvantage. Equal
How is
games.
it?
If
How is it a
LeBron was
guarantee that someone
better,
played
But
more
why
equal
are we
games?
games.
giving but why are we giving Jordan credit?
We're
for
not giving
playing-
Jordan a pass. We're
Yes,
giving
so
Jordan.
yes, we
We're giving
are.
Jordan
Because we can't
1,072
compare.
games.
No, because we can't compare them for 15 seasons, which means Jordan comes out on the short end.
No,
Now, I
all
can't-
we're saying is
No,
if you
listen.
think
Correct.
LeBron's better, it's because he played
Okay,
longer.
correct.
That's okay.
But
No.
again, that is again absolving Michael Jordan for not being able to play more games in 15 seasons.
No, it's not. Because
Yes,
I'm
it
not
is.
giving Jordan more games. I'm giving him same amount of games. Jordan, you get
because
1,072
now,
to prove you're better.
again,
LeBron, you
again,
get 1,072.
again, no,
Equal.
because Jordan's 1,072 games took 15 seasons to do.
You guys know your LeBron only has
Daniel,
longevity. That's why you
Daniel,
need those extra games.
Daniel, listen to me
The
again.
numbers wouldn't be better without the extra
Daniel,
game. Period.
Daniel, listen to me again. It took Jordan 15 NBA seasons, 15 different years to reach 1,072 games. You are cutting LeBron James a season short, a year short for Jordan because Jordan could not play the same amount of games LeBron played in the same amount of seasons. You're giving Jordan an advantage and want us to literally say LeBron can't have an advantage for longevity, but you want to give Jordan the actual advantage for playing less.
It's not an advantage. You like we saying
You
like
are.
How's that not an advantage? You're not taking LeBron's 15 years.
You're not taking LeBron's 15 years, which means he played more games, and that means he's better than Jordan for playing more games. That's like what I'm saying. Like you guys don't want to give him credit for playing more games than Jordan. That's not nothing to do with nobody but Michael. That's not us giving him an advantage. That's what it was. That's the stats. The stat says LeBron James played 1,100 something games, 1,160 in 15 seasons. Jordan didn't. So why do we have to help Jordan? Why are we helping Jordan? If he's the GOAT, if he's the GOAT, why are we helping the GOAT?
Why are we constantly moving the goalposts for Michael Jordan?
Listen, we don't have to do that with LeBron James. We keep telling you guys this. We can take LeBron James' full career.
Can I talk now?
No. You've been talking a lot and lying a lot. We tired of your lies.
You talk, man. Ain't nobody lying about nothing. Hold on.
Listen. You lied a lot because I just told you you're giving Jordan an advantage and you don't want to accept it. You are giving
There's
Jordan
no advantage.
an advantage.
The same amount of games, no player gets an advantage.
Okay, so why does Jordan get to have 15 seasons to get those same amount of games, but LeBron can't?
You want the longevity to decide that he's better than LeBron. LeBron played longer, Jordan played better. Period.
Jordan an extra season. Jordan played longer.
LeBron played longer, Jordan played better.
Do you agree 15 seasons is longer than 14 seasons? Do you agree 15 seasons is longer than 14 seasons?
Well, the games played isn't.
Just answer the question.
Answer the question, Daniel.
No, that's a dumb question because an equal comparison would be an equal amount of games.
No, equal comparison would be the same amount of seasons.
No, if you want to compare accomplishments, yes.
No.
But numbers matter. If a player plays more games, they're going to get more numbers.
Daniel, the games you're giving him are per the season. So if you don't give Jordan 15 seasons, he doesn't have 1,072 games. So if I take away one of Jordan's seasons, guess what? He has less than 1,072 games.
LeBron needed more games to pass Jordan, correct?
And Jordan needed more seasons to pass LeBron.
No. He has way more.
Yes, he did. No, you just
he has. Okay, you know what? We'll go ahead and go with that. You know what? I'm going to say yes to that. But in those seasons, LeBron had to play a lot more games.
He needs longevity to be better than LeBron because he needs more seasons.
And so we got to say that LeBron played a lot more games during those seasons.
All right, Jay, Ben,
got it.
Waiting to come on.
Got it. Thank you for admitting, though, that LeBron needed more games to pass Jordan.
I didn't admit that, but go ahead.
Yes, you did. You just danced around it by saying seasons, not admitting that it took more games.
Let's go
Bottom line, everybody, LeBron needed.
Oh my. All right, Jay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bro, what are we even talking about right here? I know what we're talking about, but what are we talking about? You feel what I'm saying? Think about what y'all saying, bro, about this shit for real. If you on LeBron's side, we always show Jordan love, bro. We know what the fuck Jordan did. The thing is, y'all thinking y'all can add to what Jordan did. He got to add to the shit. Y'all can't. You know what I'm saying? We know what the fuck is in front of us, bro. Stop playing with us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you talk about 15 years. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand what Jordan did in 15 years. He can't do nothing else. He can't add to that. Accept that, bro. Okay, accept that. Now, let's move on. Now, with LeBron on the 15-year side, bro, the man across the board for 15 years. Across the board, ain't no just scoring. It's across the board for 15 years. He played
More games.
more games. You know what I'm saying? We talk about playing more games. What the fuck do it mean? You put up the shit.
That means that's why he
15 years and 15 years, bro. You know LeBron.
That's what we've been trying to say. 15 years, 15 years. What they did on the court. That's all we're saying.
That's what we're talking about. So ain't nothing. What the you trying to move the goalpost for Jordan? How that we
it's not moving it.
It ain't
It's
like
not moving it.
we don't see the shit.
It's not moving it.
It is moving the goalpost.
You're talking about numbers. The amount of games you play factor into that, and you guys want to ignore it for LeBron. Period. Yes, LeBron stayed healthy. Yes, LeBron did, but LeBron's not better. He just played more games. Playing longer don't make you better.
He played more games because he's still
more games.
He played more games because he's still playing. He was able to play longer than Jordan. He was able to be dominant longer than Jordan. He was
so he's better because he played longer. That's all I'm saying. If you think he's better because he played longer,
no,
I
don't think he's better because
everything you just said was because he played
longer.
Y'all gotta stop that, man.
That ain't never I say. That ain't never what I said.
Stop that. That's not why he's better.
That's exactly what you guys are saying. You're just not admitting it.
Again, you guys, y'all the same ones who want to praise a player for playing more games in the season, but don't want to praise the same thing for playing for your career. If I play more games in the season, you praise me. But if I play more for my career, you say, "Oh no, you just played more for your career."
I'm literally
because what you
guys
guys want to avoid and what you want to ignore is Michael Jordan quitting the game of basketball
as a winner,
taking a break. And not
that's
playing
why
the game.
LeBron has more stats. So be thankful.
No, it's not. It's not being thankful. I don't have to be thankful. I don't have to be thankful. I don't have
be thankful.
LeBron James is better than Jordan because LeBron James doesn't need. LeBron James does not need 23. LeBron James does not need 23 shots per game to average 30 points per game. That's why he's better than Jordan.
That was my
be
list.
thankful.
Okay, Jordan is not more efficient than LeBron James. He's not a better passer than LeBron James.
He is.
He's not a better rebounder. He's not a better rebounder than LeBron James.
Efficiency rating.
Again, we're talking about shooting efficiency. We're not talking about player efficiency rating.
So you don't want to take the whole game and see who the more efficient player is, just what favors your queen.
Again, player efficiency rating does not have nothing to do with efficiency. It is not nothing to do with efficiency.
I see how
you're confused, big dog.
Yeah, LeBron has the highest VORP. He has the higher of win shares, defensive win shares, offensive win shares.
That's the 48.
It doesn't. Again, they don't play the game per 48 minutes as a player. They play
48. How many minutes are in a game?
Does Jordan play 48 minutes per game? Does Jordan play 48 minutes per game?
A game of basketball, you would rank him better.
No, you wouldn't have because my win shares. My win shares in total says I'm better than you overall. Overall, only Michael Jordan fans.
Shares is an accumulative stat. That's why you guys want to use it. It's another longevity.
Well, we're doing actually 15 seasons. That's what we're actually doing. We're not doing cumulative. We're doing 15 seasons.
Even in 15 seasons, he has a better win shares than Michael Jordan.
No,
he has Michael Jordan. He has more playoff wins. He has forget the playoff stats because every playoff stat LeBron James is better than Jordan.
Jordan has a higher win percentage in the playoff. Don't talk about winning.
Hey.
That's not a subject you should ever come up with when winning in Jordan. Don't ever bring that subject up. You'll lose that one every time.
You lose what? You have not been saying nothing correct here.
Winning.
You don't know what winning percent. What is Jordan's winning percentage? What is Jordan's playoff winning percentage?
Higher in the regular season playoffs. And do I need to mention the finals?
As long Pippen that we don't care about all that.
What is Michael Jordan's playoff winning percentage?
Compared to Pippen.
Right on by 65 or something.
Oh, so what's
LeBron?
64. I don't remember.
You don't even know it. So you don't even know it.
You don't know it. That's what I'm saying.
Higher than LeBron's.
You don't even know it.
Talking about higher than
LeBron.
You don't even know it.
To the percentage? No, you're looking it up, goofball. You don't know it.
I do know it, but you don't know it.
That's why you're over there looking it up on the screen.
No, again, I look up a lot of stuff here. I
can see you.
But you can't see stats. But you can't see
That's why
stats.
you're looking them up. You don't know them
Okay.
either. So try to tell me what I don't know when you're looking up
You
everything.
don't know because you don't know because you don't know.
This what look.
You don't
This
know. You
the
looking
problem,
it
bro.
up. I don't have a computer by me looking
This
up
the
stats
problem.
like you.
This the problem. That y'all don't want to accept. Y'all don't want to accept the facts, bro. Like we all Jordan fans, bro. But you can't be
Except that
done
during
for
the
Jordan.
first
You can't be
15
done for
seasons.
Jordan, bro. You can't be done for Jordan. You going by Jordan name, bro. Hey, all that, everything that Jordan did, bro. He did it on a stacked team. His team was the stackest team ever in the 90s.
That was a stacked team, you know. Until LeBron fans, I never really
No,
heard that.
no, LeBron. Hey, LeBron. Hey, every team LeBron had, it matched up with the next team. Every team LeBron had matched up with the next team. It
We
never
can't
overdid
use
it. So
competition
it don't matter.
and
It don't matter how
teammates
many.
as an
It don't matter how
excuse.
many good players
You guys know that, right? You guys
Do
know
what?
that competition and the teammate excuse that you guys constantly use. LeBron killed that a long time ago.
No, he did.
But yet you guys won't stop using it.
When? Tell me when.
When did he kill it?
Yeah.
When he lost, when he was in the better situation, when he was picked to win
When?
in the playoffs
When?
and in the finals.
When? All I said was win, bro. All I said was win.
2007, or I'm sorry, 2011. We'll just leave it right there.
2011.
So
that's 1 year.
So you saying the Heat was a better team than Dallas Mavericks?
And when he lost to Orlando.
Hold on. I
in the
don't
playoffs,
care
too.
about all that. I don't care about all that. You saying the Heat was a better team than Dallas Mavericks? That what you're saying?
I'm saying that LeBron proved himself.
No, bro. No,
he can
no.
lose under any circumstance.
Was the Heat a better team than the Dallas Mavericks, bro?
The only
On
loss
paper,
because
they were.
LeBron had a meltdown. Yeah, they were a better team.
No, see, that's the thing. That's the theme, bro. That's the theme,
What?
bro.
You don't say that. That's the only reason
That's the
they
theme.
lost.
No, that's the theme right there. That's the theme
LeBron
right
would
there.
average 30 points a game, put up his 6-7 assists a game, did all that, not turn the ball over 5 times a game. They would have won.
No, but you see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
It's called eye test. It's called an eye test.
They don't use eye test here. They don't use eye test.
Talk about the eye. Listen shut the fuck up and listen. What I'm talking about is Dallas Mavericks made it hard for Kobe. What Kobe did. He made it hard for Kevin Durant and the whole OKC. What he did, nigga, when they get out there, they coming after you. What they did was get in that zone defense. What you gonna do in the zone defense? Jordan ain't doing nothing in no zone defense.
Let me guess.
It's nothing he can do in zone defense. It's nothing he can do in the zone defense. It's nothing. They ain't finna let him be efficient in the zone defense. They not finna let him be Michael Jordan in no zone defense. That's what it was designed for. We ain't stupid, bro. That's what y'all don't put. You talk what you just said. Oh, he supposed to went out there and stole 30. No, bro, we looking at the shit. We looking at it. We looking at a high play out.
You got it, Jay. Jay, you hold on, wait, Jay. You got hold on, wait. You got hold on, wait. Jay, you got him. Cause watch this. No, you heard the excuses, right? You heard him say excuses, right? If Michael Jordan goes out and scored 35 points per game in 1988 versus the Detroit Pistons, he does not lose 4-1 to the Detroit Pistons. And he actually makes it to the finals that same year. But Michael Jordan chokes. We're not talking about gambling bets. We're not talking about gambling debts. We're talking about what they would do. No. Call away, because it has nothing to do with being favored. I'm not talking favoritism. I'm not talking gamblers, gambling, and seeing who's supposed to be the winner. Michael Jordan goes up against the Detroit Pistons and he choked. Like you just said, LeBron James would have went and scored 30 points something per game. He could have won the series. If Jordan would have had 35 points per game in the 1988 series versus Detroit, he would win that series and not lose 4-1. But he lost that series because he only averaged 20-something points per game and he choked for 3 straight games.
What about 1990 Eastern Conference Finals? What about
same thing? If Michael Jordan goes around and scores 45 in Game 7 in the 1990 Eastern Conference Finals, the Chicago Bulls win that series. But he didn't do that.
What you're saying is,
hold on. They blame Pippen for being hurt.
So basically, y'all want Jordan to score 45 points to win the series.
We
But
don't
if
want Jordan
to score 27 points,
nothing. We don't want Jordan.
He just said it. He just said if Jordan scored 35.
I said for one game. Wait. Jordan's game 7 numbers are not better than his regular playoff numbers. So that means Jordan doesn't step his game up in a Game 7. LeBron James scores 6 more points per game in a Game 7 than when he's not in a Game 7. So that means Michael Jordan. So that means Michael Jordan in a Game 7 went out there and did worse than what he normally did, and his team lost because of that. If Michael Jordan is the GOAT, like y'all put 2011 on LeBron, he should have for one game. I said one game. I didn't say 45 for the series. I said they needed 45 points for Michael Jordan, one game. He couldn't do it, and his team lost because of it. And y'all blaming his teammates. as
So if he didn't,
excuses.
so you're saying that because Jordan didn't have an historic game in the
No, that's not an
playoffs,
historic.
his
That's not an
team
historic
lost.
game.
Here we go.
That's not an historic
Here we
game.
go,
45
bro.
points.
That's not an historic game. Michael Jordan averaged
45
41.
points, game
Michael
4.
Jordan averaged 41 points per game in the
Series on the
finals.
line.
He averaged 45. He averaged 45 points per game in the series. The series is on the line. Michael Jordan needs one game to make the finals. His most important game of his career at that time.
So
Michael
that's not an
Jordan.
historic game.
Michael Jordan was averaging 35 points per game in that playoffs, and he scores 31 points. He chokes. He shoots like 45% from the field. He literally doesn't even take as much shots as he normally takes. He literally loses that game for his team. He's the reason why the Bulls lost.
Did you look at his
and here it is. Here it is. You're talking excuses while Jay was giving you knowledge about basketball strategy.
No, he was giving us the eye test that y'all don't approve of.
He said He said they were playing zone defense. They were
The first word he said was eye test.
You can't go to the books and see how much a team plays zone defense. You have to watch the game. You have to watch the game. Jay watches the games. You ESPN NBC fans watch highlights. Jay watches the games. He's an NBA fan.
Just had a whole debate about stats.
Okay, so Craig, show me the stat that I can find that tells me how much a team plays zone defense or not.
Exactly.
Show me the stat that tells me how much a team plays zone defense or not.
Because we say Kobe is better than Jordan we say Kobe better than LeBron all the time, but he couldn't do shit. He got swept against that zone defense. It wasn't about Kobe. It wasn't about LeBron. It was about Dallas Mavericks. What Dallas Mavericks did.
I never said that.
And you have now been exposed by the exposer and Jay, the moderator of GOAT James
Y'all
King.
just keep cutting me off every time I try to.
You ain't saying shit. You ain't talking about nothing, bro.
Y'all not saying nothing, bro. Y'all are switching shit up. Y'all cannot stand in this conversation.
So, you just brought up 1990. You just brought up 1990 that he.
I know. No. I brought up those numbers to see the excuses because Daniel down there was talking. We was making excuses.
It was no excuse. He choked.
Okay. So
and then what happened the next 3 years? He did not choke for the next 3 years.
And what happened to LeBron the next 3 years? LeBron didn't choke never, ever again. Ever again.
And then what happened
he didn't 3
years.
He didn't have the team. He didn't have the greatest team of all time, and nor did he have the NBA change rules to help him win 3-peat.
Can I say something? Let me say something.
I just brought up the NBA rules about the greatest player, and you said that don't matter. So if you can't mention the NBA about making changes, don't bring up the NBA about helping Jordan. If you can't admit they're playing more games,
the more games played that you're trying to add for that one round, it's not why.
I'm just saying, if you can't say that, then don't bring up the NBA rules.
I told you you can't.
LeBron didn't 3-peat. Why did Jordan 3-peat? Why did Jordan 3-peat? Break that down. How did Jordan 3-peat? Tell me that, bro.
Because yeah, Scottie Pippen.
Tell me. No, we ain't gonna let them tell it, bro.
Because let me tell you something. Because in 1990, he didn't have Scottie Pippen and they lost. But when he had Scottie Pippen, they ended up winning 3 straight championships.
They didn't have Scottie Pippen in 1990.
So why did they lose in 1990? Why did they lose that game 7?
With Scottie Pippen.
Scottie had a migraine.
Why did they lose that game 7?
Why did the last 2 quarters?
No, he played. Listen,
because
why did the Bulls?
Better team.
So that's not an excuse. That's not an excuse.
That's not an excuse.
Oh wait, Jay just said wait. Jay just told you Dallas was better than Miami. You said that was an excuse.
Well,
but
they weren't definitely.
What we're saying was Miami was picked to 1 and they lost. Eventually,
no.
Again,
we don't care. Listen, I don't care about degenerate gamblers. I don't care about degenerate gamblers.
In 2011, you didn't have Miami Heat winning the finals.
Even thought they were going to win.
You didn't have Miami Heat winning the finals.
In 2023, I got the Heat winning the finals. I'm a Heat fan.
The reason why Miami wasn't the better team is because their leader didn't perform.
And the reason the Bulls wasn't a better team in 1990 because Jordan didn't perform. That's why they did. Yes, Jordan did. Yes, he did. He choked.
Side by side. Bring up the stats.
I told you stats. 1988 stats.
Meltdowns.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the stats.
Who had the bigger meltdown? No, side by side.
I am gonna go side by side. I'm going to do it for you right now. I'm going to do it for you right now. Again, you are now being exposed by the exposer. I don't. I only listen. I only debate. I only debate my equals. All others I teach, and you're about to get another lesson, brother.
Hey, Brandon.
Here we go.
You ain't not gonna find any meltdown that compares to LeBron's 2011 meltdown.
We gotta give the team. We gotta give the team that's defending them credit. We can't be going by. What LeBron did or who did this or who did that. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example. We don't get on Larry Bird. Larry Bird won. They team won the finals, but somebody else was finals MVP. You see what I'm saying? You remember that, B. Lee?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But what we saying? What we saying though? You see what I'm saying? Like we gotta be fair. Okay, let's go back to 2011, bro. No, matter of fact, let's go to 2007.
I got the numbers right here. Whenever you're ready, Jay, I got the numbers.
Bro, why you cutting me out, bro? 2007, LeBron got to the finals, bro. LeBron got to the finals. Nigga, we could go one series and say, okay, that's better than Jordan, bro. We could go Detroit. What LeBron did against Detroit, automatic better than LeBron. I mean, automatic better than Jordan. Because who is there? Who is there to say, okay, for LeBron to go sit down on the bench? Shit, we know Phil Jackson said Jordan down 5 minutes and the team go up 15. Do you know that? How many times we seen Phil Jackson sit Jordan down because he shot the ball too much? The team be down by 10 and Pippen and the second crew come back and put him up 15. Now they up 15. Now Jordan coming back at the game to hit the last shot. We know this shit, bro. That's why we say he overrated.
We also see Jordan score 45 points and his team score 42 in the finals. We also seen that too. We
all right, Johnny, go ahead and give your numbers out that you got.
His team scored 42. We've seen that.
Okay.
Utah Jazz.
All right, y'all.
Listen. Against who? Utah Jazz, bro.
Yeah, Utah Jazz.
All right, come on, man.
There we go with the competition. There we go. My point exactly. John Stockton is number one in assistant steals all time.
But who on
John Stockton is number one in assistant steals all time.
It don't matter about that.
Now stats don't matter. Now stats don't matter.
To guard me. Who on Utah Jazz gonna guard me, bro? Listen what I'm saying. Who on Utah Jazz gonna guard me? Who gonna guard me on Utah Jazz? That's what I'm saying. Malone.
Jazz, bro. Defensive rating
for real. I don't see nobody.
All right, everybody. I'm gonna have to mute everybody if y'all keep talking. All right, go ahead, John. Go ahead and say what you gotta say.
So in 1988, Michael Jordan averaged 35 points per game and was taking 24.5 shots per game. He goes into that series, okay, and he basically gives them 27 points per game and takes 21 shots per game, 21.5 shots. So he took 3 less shots per game, and he averaged 7.6 less points per game when it comes from the regular season to that actual playoff when you compare the two numbers. If we go to LeBron averaged 26.7.
No, wait, back to Jordan. No, hold on. Back to Jordan, though, real quick. So when you're down there, you said the point average went down by 4 points, right, for that next coming up series against the Pistons?
No, I said from his regular season. What he averaged for the regular season compared to what he averaged in that series.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now,
so
if we go
27 points in the series.
He averaged 27.4 points per game in the series while he was averaging 35 for the regular season.
Okay, heard.
Okay.
So now what was this? Now you going from one playoff series to another, or are you just talking about from the?
I'm showing you.
Listen,
Daniel, listen to me again. You're being educated. I am showing you that LeBron James's meltdown that you call a meltdown in 2011 is the same amount, if not even worse than what Jordan did in 1988. I'm going to give you a series where Michael Jordan.
Convince me that
I'm not going to convince you. I'm going to use numbers. There's no convincing somebody who has been too old to realize the facts. Again, Michael Jordan's numbers dropped 7.6 points per game, and he took 3 shots less per game against Detroit compared to his regular season average. LeBron James, right? If we go to his regular season average and what he did against Dallas, he averaged 26.7, but he scored 17.8. All right. So the difference, right? So the difference is 8.9 points, and he shot 4 shots less per game in that series. All right. But if we go to the playoff numbers, where this is the most important part, because the regular season and the playoff are two different things. Michael Jordan for the playoff averaged 36 points per game in the playoffs and took 26 shots per game during the playoffs. But for that series, Jordan averaged 27 points per game and took 21 shots per game. So the minus on that one is 9 points and 4.5 shots per game. And he shot worse. LeBron James for the playoffs averaged 23.7 points per game, so just under 24 points, and was taking only 18 shots per game. In that series, LeBron James, the difference between him and the playoffs is 6 points and 3 shots. So compared Michael Jordan's playoff numbers to what he did in the series, it's a bigger drop than LeBron James' playoff numbers to what he did in the final series. It's a bigger drop. But here's another kicker. Michael Jordan, just series right before he played Detroit in the first round, the 5-game series that this guy loves to talk about, it's only 5 games. Michael Jordan averaged 45 points per game. He took 30 shots per game. And this is a series that took 5 games to win. So that means Michael Jordan gave it his all. He scored 45 points per game. He took 30 shots per game. That is a difference of 18 points between that series and what he did the next series, and 9 shots per game. Okay, LeBron James in the Eastern Conference Finals averaged 26 points per game and took 19 shots per game. That's only an 8-point difference and 4-shot difference. So from one series to the next, Jordan completely doubles in his meltdown. So as I always tell you, Jordan fans, if one is considered a meltdown, so is the other. If one's not a meltdown, then the other one isn't a meltdown. The choice is yours.
How come until you LeBron fans has that never been considered a meltdown in the NBA history, nor has it ever been called one?
Because you NBA fan, you ESPN NBC fans didn't watch basketball in 1988.
I'm talking about not even
1988
would say
that was because Isaiah tells you all the time, I was never worried about Jordan. That's what he tells you.
He was
worried about Jordan.
He admitted that time and time again.
Why would I be worried about somebody that I just beat 4-1? Matter of fact, we're gonna go to this. That team that Jordan lost to, LeBron. That team that Jordan lost to, LeBron's never lost to. LeBron's never lost to a team.
Not the same roster.
Oh wait, listen. Pay attention. LeBron James has never lost to a team that had no All-NBA or no All-Defensive selected players on their rosters. That 1988 Pistons had no All-NBA or no All-Defensive selected players on their roster, and Michael Jordan lost to that team. While Michael Jordan was the league MVP, the Defensive Player of the Year, the scoring champ, the steals champs, All-NBA and All-Defensive First Team, even All-Star MVP. In 2011, LeBron James was asked to actually step his game back a little bit because he joined forces with somebody else that was capable of helping him win the championships. So LeBron James was not expected to do. Wait. LeBron James.
Ain't nobody doing that. We're breaking it down. That's what the fuck we doing. So that means breaking the shit down, bro.
So that means LeBron James was
break down.
That means going. So that means no.
2011.
And no, you're covering up.
Nobody that's ever considered. Only you have I ever heard. Literally in the history.
Man, came a break it down.
Okay, and Daniel, and guess what? That's why I'm the exposer, and now you have been exposed by the exposer because I bring information that nobody brings up. Because you Jordan fans like to lie, as I stated before. If 2011 is a meltdown for LeBron James.
LeBron lost when he was favored. Jordan didn't. Bottom line.
And listen,
bottom line.
If 2011 is a meltdown for LeBron James, then so is the 1988.
So basically, what you're saying is, if their season average is lower, if their playoff average is lower than the season average, that's considered choking.
That's what they call. That's what they did for 2011.
No,
because LeBron James still averaged 7 and 8 assists. He still averaged 9 rebounds. He still shot 48%, which is his playoff average.
Well, what's his turnover average?
Again,
for the season.
It doesn't matter what his turnover average was.
Come on,
Jordan's turnovers went up also in that series. Jordan's turnovers also went up in that series too. Again, Jordan is a worse ball handler than Michael Jordan when it comes to stats.
Having a bad shooting night is not the same thing as having a meltdown. Your queen had a meltdown.
No,
Jordan
I didn't say a bad shooting night. I didn't say he had a bad shooting night.
Yeah, because you comparing one game of Jordan.
Wait. I just told you that you guys stop it, because you guys are flopping around. You guys use LeBron James averaging 17.8 points per game to consider it a meltdown. Nothing else. There is no other stat that would say LeBron James had a meltdown other than him averaging 17.8 points per game. So Michael Jordan averaging 27 points per game when he could average 35 for the season and average 45 the series before is the same kind of a meltdown. It's a meltdown.
No, it's not.
It's a meltdown because this is what happens. Michael Jordan goes into game 1 and they lose that game. But in game 2, Jordan scores 36 points and they win that game. Michael Jordan goes back home and scores 25 points. Then he goes back home again in game 4 and scores 23 points. And then in game 5, in an elimination game, when the Bulls, the Chicago Bulls are looking for Michael Jordan to step up, he scores 24 points. So for 3 straight games in the playoffs, Michael Jordan gives the Bulls less than 25 points per game. The only time Jordan did that for that season was earlier in that year, and the Bulls were on a 3-game losing streak at that time. So it is clear to state that Michael Jordan was needed and was asked to do more, and he couldn't. He choked. He melted down. The same way you guys are thinking LeBron James choked and melted down.
That series against Detroit, how many assists did he average? Did that go up from his season?
No, it didn't. It didn't go up. No, it didn't. His assists went down as well. The only thing that went up was his rebounds because he was missing more.
Okay. So, like I say, Jordan never lost when he was favored to win.
Again, I don't care about the degenerate gamblers. I don't care. I don't care about. Listen. Being favored to win means that degenerate gamblers decided and Vegas decided who was going to be the favorite player. That has nothing to do with stats, accolades, achievements, actual ability, what's on the court, or nothing. It is based on people who gamble and what Vegas wants to allow people to gamble. In fact, if Michael Jordan is the GOAT, why was LeBron James favored more than Michael Jordan to be the champion, even though he had different rosters, different teammates, different coaches?
Wait, LeBron was more than Jordan to be the champion? Is that what you said?
I said again, LeBron James has been favored to be the champion more than Michael Jordan has, and that's with different rosters, different coaches, different teams. Why is that? If Jordan's the GOAT, why is Jordan never favored, but only the 5 times he had the best team in the NBA?
Can I say something, man?
Because, good.
Wait, who's going?
Let Jay go.
I would let you answer. I will let you answer his question first.
Okay. Jordan was only a 5-time favorite, and that's because he had the best team in basketball. Why was he only favored 5 times if he's the GOAT? But LeBron James didn't even have the championship team, but he was still favored to be a champion.
Okay.
What do you mean? Every team that he was favored to win with, they at least won one title.
No. LeBron James was favored to be a champion no matter what roster he was on several occasions. He had different rosters, different coaches, different teams.
Y'all really want to know why? Y'all really want to know why?
It was the players that came together that he recruited and joined. It was a combination of making super teams.
So being favored has nothing to do with the player, correct?
Being favored has nothing to do with the players.
But basically what you're saying is that the reason LeBron James was favored is because of his teammates, not because of him. Is that correct?
But Jordan was favored because of Jordan, right?
Wait a minute. It's not the same thing. LeBron's pulling alpha males that are putting up huge numbers from other teams. So when you look at let me talk now. You've been talking.
Because you're shuffling.
You've been to know. I'm about to answer you.
You didn't answer that question. So again,
you want to ignore the caliber of player. You want to ignore that part.
So
it's in front of us though, bro.
You're saying that players are favored because of their team, not because of them. Am I correct by you saying
everything you're trying to say is in
for the team accomplishments? That complete team does matter.
Okay, so why are you blaming LeBron James if a team is favored, not LeBron James?
When did I blame LeBron when a team was favored? You said
LeBron failed when he was favored.
You guys are now trying to. You guys will throw up that Jordan and the Bulls were favored in every finals, but then when we tell you that they favored LeBron in 2011, that don't count no more.
Daniel, you're the one throwing out favorites. We don't do that in GOAT James Kingdom. I did not bring a favorite at all.
No, what you guys do is make excuses for.
I am exposing you lying and coming on my show with your nonsense. I asked you a simple question. Why is LeBron James more favored than Jordan? You said because of LeBron James' teammates. So that means the team is favored. Why are you blaming LeBron James if the team is favored for championships when he doesn't win?
That's all we're trying to figure out, big dog. Ain't nothing to it, big dog.
Okay, so then why are you guys trying to make it seem like Jordan's competition in the finals is less because the Bulls are favored every single time?
Because he faced less all NBA players, he faced less all defensive players, he faced less.
But you did not bring not one of those in your stats. You was going by points, 3,000 assists.
I did.
They are changing the narrative every time it gets flopped.
No, it's not. Listen, when we're comparing,
yes, you are.
When we're comparing Jordan careers, listen, we're paying
yes,
players,
you are.
We're paying players' careers. If we go by these stats, again, I showed you the numbers again. Michael Jordan faced less 20-point per game scores.
LeBron had a team that was favored by everybody to win, and he lost.
Listen, Michael Jordan faced less 20-point per game.
If LeBron would have just simply performed to his season stats,
and the same thing,
not even season stats. If he would have just scored 25 points a game, if he would have scored as much as Jordan, they would have won.
You for that. Jordan lost plenty of times because he didn't score
Sorry.
in the regular season.
If he would have scored 27 points, 26 points a game, he would have won too. He would have won.
And if Jordan would have did that in 88, 89, and in 90, and in 95.
How many points did he score? 27 points?
No, he didn't score a season average. He didn't score a season average.
Did he score 27 points?
Did he score a season average?
All LeBron had to do was give him 27.
No, LeBron James didn't average 27 in the season. So you ask him to do
That
more
was
than what
it.
he normally does.
What's his playoff average? What's his playoff average?
His playoff average was less. Jordan did not do what he was supposed to do because Jordan was doing it. You're asking LeBron to do something that LeBron didn't do. LeBron wasn't averaging 27 in 2011. He didn't
supposed to beat that team.
Jordan was supposed to beat the Pistons.
Jordan was not supposed to beat that team. LeBron's supposed to.
Yes, he was. He was supposed to beat the Pistons.
No, he wasn't. Only by you. Nobody else favored him.
His team. And who said favored? Who? What are we talking about? See, look, there you go. He goes about the favorites again. You see what I'm saying, Craig? I ain't bring up favorites. I'm bringing up.
Okay, so can I say? Am I able to say? So am I able to say? Hold on. Based on what you guys are saying,
the Bulls had the better defense. The Bulls had the better defense. The Bulls were supposed to win that series. Michael Jordan choked, and that's why they lost 4-1.
Based on what you're saying, hold on. So based on what you're saying, I can say that Jordan overcame a better team in 1993 because the favorite doesn't matter. So Jordan was the underdog in 1993 when we pull up teams side-by-side stats.
No team overcoming. Nobody overcame more than a 73-9 team up 3-1 versus you. There's nothing better than that. And LeBron James led in all categories and stats. So there is nothing you can say.
Hold on.
The biggest
So Jordan single-handedly led the Bulls in 1993 against a much better.
No, he didn't.
Phoenix Suns team. Well, the stats say different.
No, he didn't. You're lying.
The stats. Jordan fan for talking like that, bro.
In 1993,
Jordan single-handed did shit in his career. Jordan ain't never single-handed did shit.
Thank you. Never.
What you talking about? Jordan ain't never say I'm a real Jordan fan. I'm a Jordan fan.
That's arguably the greatest finals performance ever in NBA history. But yet, let's discredit that one too. He ain't never did nothing.
It's not the greatest ever.
I don't expect you to say it. You're a LeBron fan.
No, okay. Is it better? Is it better than leading every statistical category on both sides? Is it better than that?
As long as it comes out with a victory. I mean, that's good.
LeBron won with a victory.
But here's the thing, though. It can't be. You guys do that shit with. He led in every statistical category. But hold on. Let me talk. You asked me a question.
No. Let me hear. Let me talk. You've been talking bullshit right now.
I ain't been talking. Hold on. Let me elaborate on what you just said.
Jordan never faced a team that was better than Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant. And that's real. He never faced a team that was better than Dennis Rodman, Tony Kukoc, and Ron Harper and Scottie Pippen together. He never faced a team like that.
Okay, these are all opinions. I want to talk about the stat thing.
Hold on. No, I don't care about all that. Because you talk about three-peats.
Yeah. Forget all them stats.
We
all them accolades.
We know how the shit played out. No, there ain't no team that Jordan played in the finals was better than Horace Grant. I'm gonna say more dominant than Horace Grant and Scottie Pippen. You know what I'm saying? Who had to deal with Charles Barkley? If Jordan had to deal with Charles Barkley, his legs would have been out the game. He wouldn't have averaged no 41 points. See, they made them real dogs, Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant, made it easy for Jordan to go out there and get them numbers. See, Phil Jackson knew what the hell he was doing. Y'all so dumb about Jordan. You talk about stats and stats. We know how much Jordan shot compared to everybody. So if he's shooting, if you shoot the ball a lot, there's a chance you'll get a lot of points.
Okay, so Pippen played 7 seasons without Jordan. He never averaged anything he liked. The highest season average is when he played with Jordan.
What's got to do?
Don't get sucked into the Scottie Pippen excuse, bro. Don't get sucked into that excuse.
Let me break it down then. How about this?
Lord.
I'm glad you did. Let me break that down then.
Pippen had his highest scoring average with Jordan.
You want the breakdown? Scottie Pippen don't
Jordan
care.
had his highest. Pippen had his highest score when Jordan left the game.
Hold on. Let me say something. I'm glad
y'all. No, he averaged 22.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, listen. Scottie Pippen don't care about that, bro. But how many times do we see Scottie Pippen outscore Jordan, though? How many times we seen that? If you're a Jordan fan, you know how many times Scottie Pippen outscore Jordan. Okay, all it takes for Scottie Pippen to want to shoot the ball. All it takes for Scottie Pippen to shoot the ball 22 times. Jordan shot the ball 24 times. Scottie Pippen shoot the ball 22 times. Scottie Pippen wind up with the most points. Easy money. Scottie Pippen are wind up with shooting the ball 12 times.
So let me ask you guys something real quick. Hold on.
He's gonna give the team an edge over Jordan regardless. That would it come down to. Scottie Pippen giving the Bulls the edge over Jordan regardless. Because the things he's doing.
Let me ask you guys something. You guys.
Jordan could have the stats. His overall game ain't giving his team an edge.
But I don't think you guys understand.
Hey, you don't care about stats.
You guys, all right, guys. Let Daniel talk. All right. Go ahead, Daniel.
All right. So you guys are constantly talking about this stat line. And I see you guys do it all the time with Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan. You guys sit there and say Scottie Pippen was the better player because he averaged better stats all across the boards. You guys do this all the time. When a player like Jordan ends up with, hold on, with the stat line, you guys use this in a weird way and you guys confuse stuff a lot in a lot of different subjects. Okay. If Jordan's averaging 35 points, 6 assists, and say 5 rebounds, but Scottie Pippen's averaging 15 points, 7 assists, and he got 1 more rebound and 1 more assist, but Jordan has 20 more points or something crazy. You guys are acting like that somehow proves that Scottie's the better rounded player. That's weird. That's just weird.
How many shots, bro? How many shots?
That's just weird.
No, how many shots?
Okay, so you believe that. Let me ask you this. I'm going to respond to that.
How many shots, bro?
So you believe Jordan should have shot the ball less, played less defense like LeBron, had meltdowns in the finals like LeBron? Then would you think Jordan was better?
I'm saying he's on the team.
So would you think Jordan was better if he took less shots, played less defense like LeBron?
How do you think of LeBron? LeBron don't play defense. Where this coming from?
That's not coming from me. It's coming from all the sports analysts. It's posted all over. They talk about it all the time.
When has LeBron played less defense than Jordan?
Come on, we're not going to debate a subject that's not debatable. Come on now. Stop that.
Well, why you say
I won't even entertain that guy.
And so why did you say it if you don't know what you're talking about?
Exactly.
You said LeBron plays less defense than Michael Jordan. When did he play less defense than Michael Jordan?
He has questioned on the effort that he puts into defense, and he has been since he left Miami.
What about 2000?
So you mean to tell me that
it's been a subject in the NBA forever? It's a sore subject for you, but it's reality for everybody else.
Look, I can break down
it's reality for Jordan fans.
You can break it down any way you want. You're going to have to convince the world and all the sports analysts, coaches, and players, everybody. You got to talk to everybody.
Nobody says that, but you Jordan fans. Nobody says that.
I don't see it all over, posted all over, talking about LeBron not putting effort.
Jordan, LeBron haters.
No, you haven't.
That's what they say.
Listen, you listen to people like Chris Broussard, who literally tells us that all the analytics say that Joker is an actual good defender, but his eye test says he's not.
There's been seasons where LeBron has ranked in the bottom half of the league for defense.
You know nothing about defense. You know nothing about stats. You thought player efficiency.
Look, I'm not even going to debate you guys. This is a known fact, and it will go down in history. LeBron played elite defense in Miami.
Listen,
that's about it.
Listen, exposure time again. Michael Jordan in 1993 averaged 32 points per game while taking 26 shots per game.
Why are we talking about defense? Don't jump off defense.
All right. Let's just stay on defense for a second. Michael Jordan last good defensive season was when?
What's that?
When? Michael Jordan last
Jordan
good
just,
defensive season
I'm
was
not going to
when?
break Pete. That's not fair to either
No,
player.
no,
I
just
could pick
answer
his
the
best
question.
defensive
Just
year.
answer the
You could
question.
pick
When?
defensive
You
year.
just said after
Look up career
Miami. You
defensive
just said
ranking.
after
When?
Miami, though.
Look
You
up
just said
career
after
defensive
Miami.
ranking.
You just
Look
said
up
When?
career defensive ranking.
there's no
When? Just
defensive
say it.
rankings. There's no
Just
Look
defensive
at
tell.
rankings
Just
for
tell
steals.
me.
that.
Look at blocks. Look at defensive ranking. Come back to me and let me know.
There's no defensive
So
ranking.
you don't know. You're just saying stuff. That's basically what
I
you're
don't
saying.
have a
You have no
computer in
clue.
front of me looking up these stats.
You don't have the brain to
You
look up
don't
these
need
stats. You don't even have a
need it.
brain to
You
put
don't
it in
need it.
there. You don't have a
You don't
brain.
need
You
Jordan
need
is
a
a better
brain.
defender.
When
LeBron
was
plays
when was
lazy on
Jordan
defense.
last
on
He's
good
been
what?
defensive year?
mediocre since he
on
left
what?
Miami. He's been mediocre and inconsistent.
So when was
Period.
Jordan's good? So
That
when was
block
Jordan's
in the
last
that
good?
When
block
was
that he
Jordan
had
When
in
was
last
the
Jordan's last
postseason,
good year?
that
LeBron's
does not make up
All
for
right.
the mediocre
Daniel,
and lacking.
you
All right,
Daniel,
all
man,
right.
you Daniel.
I'm gonna
Listen,
mute. I'm gonna mute
Daniel,
him. I'm
you
gonna mute him.
just said LeBron's last good year is 2014. We asked you what's Jordan's last good year, and you said we can't go. I don't want to go through all this. I don't want to. You guys tell me, how are you going to say LeBron's last year is 2014? You have that in your little puny brain, but you don't have Jordan's last best year or his when he stopped playing defense. This is what Jordan fans do. You actually, I was going to be very patient with you today, but I knew this was going to happen because your comments and Facebook shows how retarded and dumb you are. You're not a smart man. You need to smoke another joint. You need to go get another joint and get a 6-pack because you're done for the show. You're not saying nothing of validity. There's no such thing as defensive ranking. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as defensive ranking. LeBron James is a great defender, elite-wise for his career. The stats say it. I don't need Chris Broussard.
When was the last time LeBron made all defensive first team?
So now we're going to make the all-defensive team. That's what we're going to use. That's what makes you play defense.
No, I'm just gonna I'm asking the question.
My question, no. But not when it comes to just playing defense, Craig.
The defensive thing, it's already been talked about, bro. It's gonna go down in history like that, and you're in your feelings like that.
No, I'm not. I bring up the all-league selections when I'm comparing the best players. I don't say that you have to be an all-defensive player to be a good defensive player.
That just tells you the effort you put into defense.
No,
Okay.
That's what you guys do. You guys are not listening to us. You guys accuse us of stuff we never say.
Next subject. I proved my point.
You didn't prove your point.
You didn't prove no point.
You didn't prove no point.
All you said was LeBron best defensive year was year 12.
Yeah,
When in year 13, LeBron James led every statistical category in the finals, which includes blocks, which includes rebounds, which includes steals. So LeBron was elite in that series. And then when you go to look at the Bulls and Michael Jordan's 12th and 13th year, you can see that he didn't lead in those stats. LeBron James was elite in those defensive stats in the finals. Michael Jordan, you could say his last great defensive year was year 13. But in year 13, LeBron was even better. Look at what he did in the finals. So this notion that LeBron stopped playing defense in year 20, okay, he stopped playing great defense in year 20.
LeBron's been mediocre. LeBron's been mediocre and inconsistent since he left Miami. There's been years where he's been elite, but he has been inconsistent. Next year, he's not putting in effort. People are talking about it. It's all over.
After year 15?
When he left Cleveland, when he left Miami, period.
In year 12?
I got a question.
13? Which year?
Different years all throughout there till now. What do you mean? Multiple years.
So you're literally saying LeBron don't play defense because of year 19 and year 20. Is that what you're trying to sum it up?
So wait a minute.
He played mediocre, inconsistent defense.
Okay, if that's the case, then let's just do this. Because after Miami, LeBron James averaged 1.7 steals and 0.8 blocks per game. Okay, that's what he did in Miami. After he left Miami, all right, let's do this. So he left Miami, right? Let's just do this.
Blocks and steals are not the only way you do it. Look at defensive ranking. Look at his defensive ranking versus Miami years versus his rating.
LeBron James averaged 1.3 steals per game and 0.7 blocks. So he went down 0.1 in blocks and he went down 0.4.
And the effort went down.
Is that the effort that he's giving you similar production? He's what's it called? He's less athletic.
He ain't got no people to do everything.
Less athletic. He and mind you, he's playing more seasons because after Miami and all that. That's the thing. This is what LeBron James is doing. You don't.
So now we're using the longevity as an excuse, and we use it as an advantage.
We're showing you that he didn't have a drop off. You're saying he doesn't play.
He did.
He was still doing the same things. He was still.
Look at his defensive ratings.
Again, you're gonna look up his defensive rating. You're gonna get exposed.
I want you to look year by year, and you'll see LeBron ranks in the bottom half of the league some seasons.
Oh my, no, you don't, because you don't know that's fact. That's lies. LeBron James' defensive rating is 102 between his first years in Miami, and if we go to the ones after that, because the NBA plays actually a little bit faster, but we're gonna still do that. It's 108. So LeBron James is not bad. That's what if you compare that to what the league has been doing the last years, 108 is not bad defensive ratings. You don't know what defensive rating means. You have no idea what you're talking about. There's no such thing as defensive ranking. There's no way to compare Michael Jordan and LeBron James' defensive ability versus one another because Jordan can't play the post. Jordan cannot defend anybody in the post perimeter on the post side on being interior defensive. So that makes LeBron James better. He's more versatile. Can Jordan guard 4 positions? LeBron can guard 5.
Scottie Pippen.
And mind you, again, we're gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep exposing you. LeBron's never had players average 10 rebounds per game for him like Jordan has. He's never had a player get you 2 steals per game like Jordan had. He doesn't have players that get you blocks like Jordan had. Players get you 2 blocks per game like Jordan has. He's played against more 20-point per game scorers. He played against more teams with more rebounding champs, more steals champs, more. Again, we have the numbers to prove all of this. This is not us just talking.
So now you want to use average, like I said, you only want to use averages when it's competition.
No, it's not, because even if we go to the overall averages, when we tell you about players overall,
not averages, totals.
Okay,
Name me a player that he has.
The overall careers. Right. Dwight Howard is better than Patrick Ewing. That was Michael Jordan's most toughest competition in the East. That's LeBron's weakest competition if we want to bring up Dwight Howard.
He never beat Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, again, Michael Jordan only beats this guy when he had Scottie Pippen.
See, now we're using it. You sound just like
you guys got to stop with the Scottie Pippen thing.
We have to.
It's like y'all penalize, just like this day. Y'all penalize.
Well, then LeBron only won any of his championships because he joined the multiple All-Stars after.
Listen. You want to give Jordan
credit.
You want to give Jordan credit for being able to win with Scottie Pippen.
You think Scottie Pippen is
because he lost with him and then came together and they.
You guys act like
10 seasons.
Yes.
10 seasons, not 4, not 3.
Lost. Jordan is not the reason why he wins. Jordan is not the reason why he wins. You're admitting it right here, right now. It's not Jordan. Exactly. It's the Chicago Bulls.
Well, LeBron's not the reason why his teams win. It's all the other players he joins.
About LeBron, he never went to a team by himself.
And Jordan never won a championship by himself.
Okay, it's the same.
Okay, so stop the excuse. Jordan won more. Stop the excuses then. Jordan won more.
I'm explaining to you how LeBron faced tougher competition.
With more help.
But you just told me to base it off of the totals because I just
with more help.
I just brought up
with more help.
I just brought up Patrick Ewing.
Have more help than Jordan.
Listen,
you brought up one player.
Only LeBron fans think that LeBron didn't have more help.
He didn't. Find me a player that's number one.
Want to bring up the list? Want to bring up the list of Hall of Famers and All Stars they played with? Really?
It don't matter. It's called help. Is helping, bro.
You want me to post the numbers their teammates put up? You want me to put up the stats their teammates put up? You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Listen, I'm breaking it down.
I will bring up Jordan's Hall of Fame teammates and their stats they brought to the table. And it looks pitiful.
Shut the fuck up and let me talk, bro. For real. You're
talking nonsense.
I'm talking about helping. Name one player that LeBron played with that helped more than Scottie Pippen. It ain't about the numbers. It's a different generation. A lot of players can score 30.
You mean
it don't matter.
In a single playoff series?
Yes. Anybody. But
Dwayne Wade 2011. LeBron was just too heavy to carry.
Man, just shut up for a second. Defensive schemes that these players gotta figure out. Jordan went out there with 1-on-1. That's not impressive. Yes, when you're a Jordan fan,
you think Jordan went just that's it? A whole game 1-on-1?
You gotta let folks talk, bro. Shut the hell up. 1-on-1. Who all these players today who ain't finna eat off of going 1-on-1 and not have to figure out no defensive schemes. We know that's Jordan's career 1-on-1.
No, they didn't have defensive schemes against Jordan.
Bro, you talk about defensive schemes in the 90s. They ain't have no defensive schemes.
No, they didn't have no defensive schemes against Jordan, huh?
No,
It's
in the
just
90s,
double
what
team.
Do you stand by that statement? Y'all hear this? Basketball
Listen,
world, y'all hear this?
Listen,
LeBron fans,
listen,
all y'all concur?
listen,
No
listen,
defensive schemes to stop Jordan, right?
listen.
In
No,
the 80s,
answer my question. I just want confirmation from all
in the
LeBron
90s,
fans.
I said in the
There is no
90s,
scheme
there
that
was
you
no
know.
Nobody
defensive
had him,
scheme.
right?
There's no
2
scheme
minute
that you know of.
one-on-one.
You don't know no scheme yourself.
one-on-ones, bro.
You don't know
Now,
no
in
scheme
the
yourself.
80s, they talk about the Jordan rules. We know why the Jordan rules came. The Jordan
No,
rules.
they can't bring up the Jordan rules. They can't bring it up because they think it's just being fouling. They don't know this. They don't know the
They have
defensive
no idea
scheme.
what the Jordan
They
rules
have
was.
no idea what the Jordan rules means. They think
I'm
all
gonna
I did
tell
was
I'm
foul.
gonna tell them
Yeah.
the Jordan rules mean that okay, he kept on challenging him. He would not pass the ball. So they said, okay, he gonna keep coming, so we're gonna have to knock him on his ass. We're gonna make him go left. He not good going left. We're gonna make him go left and hope that he gonna pass the ball. So if he don't pass the ball, he's dead. They knew that shit.
All right, now watch this now. Watch this. And you guys heard this from the players, right? From the Pistons. But I heard the same thing.
Jordan. You ain't no Jordan fan, bro. You just a person that hate LeBron. We know how y'all act. We know y'all mindset.
Dude, you sitting right there claiming to be a Jordan. You ain't no Jordan fan.
Jordan fan to be big dog. I'm telling you.
You're not a dude. You're sitting on the show lying, saying you're a Jordan fan, so you can try to sign not biased. You're lying.
I try to use stats. Accolades, achievements to show that LeBron James had less help and face more competition. Y'all don't accept nothing. I gave you stats. I gave you everything.
You gave us more stats with more games. Stats with more games.
All right.
Took more games.
Daniel,
period.
Daniel, which LeBron teammate performed better than Scottie Pippen?
But LeBron didn't have to. Oh, you got to take. LeBron had more All-Stars than one. Quit trying to make it one help. Yes, Scottie Pippen was better than any other single one, other than maybe Dwayne Wade and Anthony Davis. Scottie Pippen was better than any of other LeBron's teammates. But you're neglecting. Okay. So on the first 3 championships,
who else?
Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen were the only All-Star teammates.
Okay, I don't care about the All-Star teammates. I'm just saying, like, who do you think was better? You said
you don't care about what's going to kill your narrative.
That means you got
because Scottie Pippen's going to kill you.
Let me talk. Can I finish talking?
Can I finish talking? I don't care about
I've been listening for a while. Can I talk?
Anybody can be an All-Star. Scottie Pippen is an All-NBA player.
Okay, we can bring up numbers
so don't
on
talk
that
about
fact.
All-Stars here.
Let's just stop.
What is numbers?
Just stop.
Stop. Go.
Stop.
Next.
All right.
Next.
So again, Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, they're the only All-Stars on that team. Now, I'm not saying Scottie Pippen. There we go. Cut me off again.
I'm not talking about All-Stars. You're gonna listen. I'm not talking about All-Stars. Don't bring up no All-Stars.
Okay, all right. Well, we won't say All-Stars again, all right, because you don't like that because it's a point that's gonna kill your narrative. But okay, let me just leave that alone. Let me leave that alone. We got Scottie Pippen.
I gotta talk, bro. For real.
We got Scottie Pippen.
Let him talk. Let Daniel talk. Go.
Jordan has Scottie Pippen. All right, say first 3 championships. Scottie Pippen is the only thing, the only player that we're trying to compare it to. But see, LeBron had LeBron, and he had 2 Scottie Pippens.
Who?
Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh is nowhere near Scottie Pippen.
Well, okay, now stop. Look at the stats of Scottie Pippen the year before he joined LeBron. Would you have counted him on Scottie Pippen's level based on those stats? Hold on. Based on his stats.
No.
Chris Bosh, the year before he joined LeBron at the age of 26, would you have then put Chris Bosh in the same caliber player as a Scottie Pippen?
No.
What was his averages? Rebounds, points? Give it to me. He's looking him up. I see him. He's looking it up.
Scottie Pippen was an All-NBA first team and an All-Defensive first team.
No All-Stars. No, don't do All-Stars. Don't do All-NBA. No titles. I want to know numbers. Stats are what help, not titles. Stats that you put up are what helps, not titles.
Far superior. He was far superior to
Hold on, let me hear it. How many points was Chris Bosh putting up the year before he joined LeBron?
Daniel,
let me hear it.
Big dummy Daniel, we see the game, bro.
No,
what are you talking about?
Let me hear it. Just answer the question. He's looking up the stat. Age 26, the year before Chris Bosh joined LeBron James. What were the numbers he was putting up? Give it to me.
I mean, he put up good
ejaculator. Exposure. Give it to me. Expose it.
Nowhere near Scottie Pippen.
Okay, in 2010 season, Chris Bosh averaged 24 points and 11 rebounds per game.
So what is that? So hold
What does that
on.
mean?
What was Scottie Pippen's highest average ever in his career? Wait, no. Oh, y'all got real mad. Everybody got all stirred up now. He had two Scotty caliber players.
I got this.
Two Scotty caliber players.
Let's go.
That's it.
Hey, Jay, let him talk. Jay,
I got this, Jay.
You ain't got nothing. You about to try to find some way to excuse the fact that LeBron lost with two players that were fully capable of averaging over 20 points per game. One of the players averaging over 10 rebounds a game.
Daniel,
and he still lost.
Let him talk. I'm at the mute you again. I'm tired of muting you. Just let him talk. Go ahead, Johnny.
Chris Bosh was the number one option in 2010. His team went 40 and 42. Team didn't even make the playoffs.
You're right, and he went to the third option.
Hold on, wait. All right, Chris Bosh took let me see here. We're looking at Chris Bosh in 2010. All right, so Chris Bosh averaged 24 and 10. But if we go to Scottie Pippen, right, he averaged 24, 10, and 2.5 steals. He only averaged 1 block per game. Okay, if we go to Scottie Pippen when he led the Bulls to 55 wins, and he was the top 3 MVP candidate. Scottie Pippen averaged 22 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, 5.5.
Are we rounding up? Because I don't remember him averaging
8.7. It's 8. I rounded up to 11. But we'll do it. It's 22 points per game.
I seen you rounded it back down though when we went through this part. Go ahead.
22 points per game, 8.7 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 2.9 steals, 0.8 blocks per game. He took his team to the second round against the Knicks, and he had basically one of the best.
We're talking about numbers. Don't talk about how far they lead.
We're talking about caliber.
Personal, individual help to the team. The numbers.
Listen to what I'm telling you. Because you want to use 2 points per game and 3 more rebounds per game does not mean he is actually Scottie Pippen caliber of a player. Scottie Pippen is actually doing better and more and actually more productive for his team than Chris Bosh was for the 2010.
Maybe slightly, but he had Dwayne Wade too. Maybe.
No, listen, you're not letting me talk. I'm going to mute you. Listen what I'm telling you.
He won't let you talk.
Chris Bosh did not do anything but average more points because he was the number one option. And he's a small forward taking better shots because he averaged 50% shooting.
Power forward.
Scottie Pippen's averaged 49% shooting as a small forward. So Chris Bosh is a power forward as a big man.
Y'all getting context now. Because when we do that with Jordan and LeBron,
you Craig too.
Y'all let me know when it's my turn.
Craig, you're not letting me talk. I am exposing somebody that is talking nonsense. You want to defend him and join this exposure?
I'm not defending him.
You are defending him. You are defending him because you're trying to defend the fact that he's saying Chris Bosh is on the level of Scottie Pippen, and he's not.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Let me talk.
Shut up and let me talk.
Let him talk. Let him talk and finish so we can get this over with.
Scottie Pippen is not on the level of. Chris Bosh is not on the level of Scottie Pippen. Even with the stats, Chris Bosh is not winning anything. That's why he had to leave Miami to even get anywhere near a winning opportunity.
Can I talk?
Scottie Pippen was an MVP candidate. That means he was top 3 finalists to win the league MVP when he was the main leader, the main guy for his team. He made 2 other players all-stars.
BJ Armstrong.
Now all-stars matter. Now MVP. Now the titles matter again. Got it.
Okay, if I go that, I can continue to go on. I'm using your logic against you. That's what you fail to realize. I'm showing you that Chris Bosh's 2010 season is never nowhere near the caliber of a player, even by 24 points and 11 rebounds, of a Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is all NBA first team.
I didn't say that Scottie Pippen was
he is all defensive first team. Chris Bosh has never been that in his career. Never.
I don't know why that dude keep running his mouth and not letting you talk. I don't understand this. What the hell is wrong with him?
It's just that simple. Now, if you want to say Dwayne Wade is on the caliber of Scottie Pippen, we will agree to that.
Yeah.
Okay, now stop.
No, it's not stop. It's not stop. You're going to show up and listen. This is my show.
So he had a Scottie Pippen caliber player right there.
Again, but He never had to face sorry teams like teams that had no All-NBA and All-Defensive selected players on them. Again, it is Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen versus one next best player on the team. LeBron James and Dwayne Wade has to go up against Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Ray Allen.
Ray Allen,
He has to
Rondo.
go up against Jason Kidd and Dirk Nowitzki. Okay, he has to go up against Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. He has to go up against Tony Parker, Kawhi Leonard, and Tim Duncan. He has to go up against Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green. So it doesn't matter who LeBron has as his help. He is facing tougher competition than Jordan had to face when Jordan had more help to face the competition he was facing. Jordan didn't face a team that had 2 All-NBAs and 2 All-Defensive players on it.
Nothing wrong with winning when you're supposed to win, but there is something.
There's no such thing as supposed to win. That doesn't exist. There's no such thing
When
as
you're
supposed
picked,
to
when
win.
you're picked to win and picked to be the favorite, and you
Picked by
have an
who?
overwhelming
Picked by
amount of
who?
talent compared to the other
Picked
team,
by
nothing
who?
wrong with doing that.
Picked by who? Who's doing this picking? Who's making these picks?
So if I go back to 2010,
No, Daniel,
nobody's
Craig,
gonna say.
Craig,
Everybody said the Dallas.
LeBron had
Craig,
2 players
Craig,
fully capable of
no
putting
answer
up
for him.
20 plus points a
Daniel,
game, 10 rebounds.
Daniel, picked by who? Who picked LeBron James to win a championship? So he was supposed to win. Who picked it?
The same people that picked the Bulls over all of Jordan's teammates or Jordan's
That doesn't
opponents.
answer my question. Who picked the Bulls and who picked
The same people.
What people?
Who
What are
picked
these
them?
people?
The same people that
What
favor the
people?
Bulls over their
What
teammates
people? Who
or
are
their
these people?
opponents.
Who are these people? What are their credentials? What do they
The
do?
same ones.
Who? No, what do they do? What is their credentials? Who are these people?
What is yours?
I'm not using favorites. I'm not using.
What are your credentials for your being an expert?
Who said that?
I think they're probably crunching numbers that you don't even know.
Daniel, am I picking somebody to win a championship and it counts?
No, I'm going to say we're going to go back to the original point of this. He had Dwayne Wade, which is a Scottie Pippen caliber player, then plus another player that was fully capable of putting up.
Kick him off. Bye-bye, Daniel. You are exposed. You are no longer allowed to come on GOAT James Kingdom. You are no longer to post on GOAT James Kingdom. You are safe in the comments. I am tired of this. I wasted 2 hours on this. We're supposed to have a great conversation. I'm done with you. It's over.
I
with
couldn't
you.
say shit.
It's
I try
over.
to be patient.
It's over. It's over because I had to yell at Jade. I don't even like doing this. It's over. Brandon, you had something to say, Brandon. Let's end it with what you did. Let's end it with what you did because this show is going on.
Yeah.
Listen, y'all hit the like buttons. Y'all make sure y'all check out the perks and GOAT James Kingdom membership. Y'all come holler at us, man, because this is what we do to people. Y'all see this shit? This is what we have to deal with in the comment sections. This is why we don't let people like this on our show because it's not a good show. I don't care what I know y'all laughing. It's funny. It's not a good show. When you have idiots like this who don't know basketball, who don't know how to talk basketball, who can't explain basketball, it's not fun. It's horrible. And that's straight up and down because we're giving you the numbers and you're throwing stupid stuff out there like favoritism and results. Nobody cares about the results because none of y'all got Bill Russell as the GOAT. So the results don't matter because let me tell you something. Bill Russell's 15 points per game didn't matter because the results led to 11 championships. So don't bring up stats when the championship narrative no longer works for you. And don't use championships when the stats literally trump you. So if results is championships, then you need to have Bill Russell as your GOAT. If not, you're getting exposed on GOAT James Kingdom.
Automatic.
That's simple and plain, bro. We do not say the amount of championships make a player better. We've never done that. Everything that we say that LeBron is the GOAT for, he is solely the only individual to do these things. You guys name a bunch of things Michael Jordan's never done by himself. And are not even GOAT criteria, like 3-peats and scoring titles. These are not GOAT criteria. Because 11 rebounding champions is better than 10 scoring titles. 11 NBA championships is better than 6. An 8-peat is better than a 3-peat. So none of this shit that y'all bring up makes Michael Jordan the GOAT. Go ahead, Brandon.
Well, Craig, he's been trying to say stuff. He hasn't been able to say anything because he's been getting cut off. Daniel just won't let him talk. No one let him talk. So I don't know what you got a lot of points you had to speak on, but which point you want to speak on?
Now because I'll be everybody telling me to shut the fuck up. I done forgot half the shit I wanted to say.
Yeah, Craig. Listen, Craig. I'm gonna apologize, Craig. I'm sorry. I respect you as a man, and it's Daniel. Okay, people like Daniel come on and say the same stupid stuff that DA was saying. Like, let's be real, guys.
I literally was trying to cut him off, and y'all kept talking about it.
But we couldn't cut him off. We couldn't cut him off. Listen, the man literally said favored. How many times on this show we tell y'all being favored means that Vegas decided who was going to be the favorite? It had nothing to do with nothing else. It depends on what Vegas wants, because if Vegas doesn't put somebody as the favorite, that means nobody's going to bet. Like, it's a way to get people to bet. That's why they have odds. That's why they do this stuff. Like, it has nothing to do with basketball.
All I was going to say, I will ask you the answer to your question is the same people that vote for the all NBAs y'all so proudly speak of is the same people that do these favorites. That's all I was going to say.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's not.
It's the same media that
the media doesn't make the favorites, Craig. It's not the media. It's Vegas casino.
So you can go back in 2010 and 2011. You don't see not one analyst predicting that the Heat and the Lakers was going to meet in the 2011 finals.
And guess what? In 1988, everybody had the Bulls over Detroit. Because Michael Jordan was the league MVP. He was the defensive player of the year. He was the scoring champ. The Bulls won 50 games. They thought Michael Jordan was the man. And they saw Michael Jordan wasn't. And it was like, well, why? And y'all came up with excuses. In 1988, go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead.
No, for me, like ever since the Heat got put together, I'm a big LeBron fan. I always stated that the Heat were not a good team. They were a terribly put together team. They were never a good team. They struggled in in every playoff series, the Heat struggled going 7 games. The Heat was not a good put together team. That team won because of LeBron James. That's the only reason they won, was because of LeBron James. So this notion that the Heat should have won this, should have won that, that's just not true. I'm literally surprised that they won 2 finals and only one that they really had the advantage in. Every other one, they struggled. The Heat were not a good team. So this notion that the Heat should have won all these games, they should have beat Dallas was a way better team than the Heat. Simple as that. Dallas was a better team than everybody. They just expect the Heat to win because of LeBron.
Better than everybody. Nobody thought at the beginning of the season that they was going to do anything. No one had Dallas doing anything.
Nobody did have Dallas doing anything.
Okay,
that's something.
But the Lakers were number 2,
but
and the Lakers didn't do that. And
paper.
But the Lakers were number 2. The Lakers were number 2, and nobody holds Kobe for not being able to beat Dallas.
That's what I was saying.
And Kobe's the champ. Kobe's the real champ. Kobe's the one that's supposed to beat Dallas, not like LeBron.
Yeah. I mean, the Heat didn't even have a complete roster.
Kobe? Do you want to have a show about Kobe so we can bring up Kobe?
No, because we don't do this. Again, we are not the ones who hold this against people. That's what you guys feel.
Y'all hold this against LeBron for not being a better team than the Dallas Mavericks when they was never. LeBron's 4 seasons in Miami they were never a better team than the Dallas Mavericks in 2011. The Miami Heat were not a good team. Chicago Bulls had a complete roster around Michael Jordan. A complete full roster around Michael Jordan.
You see them play. We all see this is like we have these at the time at the point no one had Dallas doing anything.
Yeah, but when we look at the games, we could see that it was just a more complete team.
We go by names over the production in the beginning, right?
Thank you. That's what we're trying to explain to you.
So why is it now that if y'all going by names or production, now is it y'all want to flip it and use the production over the names?
No, because you guys want to use the production of when those guys was not with LeBron. We can't use 2010 Dwayne Wade to say why the 2011 Dwayne Wade should win a championship with LeBron. They're not the same players. They're not the same roles. It's not the same aspect. Everything is different. Dwayne Wade is not getting 20 shots per game in 2011 like he was getting in 2010.
But LeBron, because of what he was doing in the past.
All right, let me ask you a question. Why was Chris Bosh able to average almost 11 rebounds per game in 2010, but he couldn't do 11 rebounds per game with Miami? What was it about that? Why could he average 11 rebounds or 10 rebounds in Miami, but he was doing it in Toronto?
Play the ball.
So would you say he was less productive in Miami then?
Yeah, he was less productive in Miami.
So then why are we using what he did in Toronto to make it seem
why are we blaming Jordan for having a person that can grab 10 rebounds?
No, because you guys act like Jordan didn't have that. Because you guys act like
We
Jordan didn't
are
have
blaming
saying
Jordan.
that's the
We're
reason
not
why
blaming
his
Jordan.
stats are what it was, because he had people with full roles. We're saying a person that does everything.
We're telling you, but you guys with this role, everybody has a role. You know what Jordan's role was? To shoot the ball. That was a role. Everybody has a role. You know who has a shooting role? DeMar DeRozan. Your job is to shoot the ball. Like that's what you do. Somebody has to rebound.
When you
Somebody
do
has to play
everything,
defense.
when you average 32, 8 and 8 for a whole season, you lose.
But and that's what we're trying to explain to you, how Michael Jordan is not the responsibility to the Bulls winning. He's a great player because of his stats and production, but he's not a great player because he has 6 championships. That's what you guys fail to realize. That's what we keep trying to explain to you, because whenever we bring up LeBron James stats to show he's great, you guys want to go to the championship, and we keep that's when everything opens up.
I literally just said the reason why his stats are what it was because he had someone to grab 10 rebounds. When he didn't have someone that was grabbing 10 rebounds, of course he was grabbing 8 and 7 rebounds a game. He
That's
had
someone to
So how is LeBron limiting Chris Bosh from grabbing boards?
And Michael Jordan Cartwright wasn't averaging 10 rebounds with Michael Jordan. He was averaging 10 rebounds with the Knicks. What's it called? Charles Oakley.
I know comparing Bosh and Pippen together, but are we comparing Bosh to Cartwright?
No, we're comparing. You said no. You said no. Listen what you just said. You said in '89, Jordan had no one to rebound for him. That's why.
I said when he didn't have someone like Rodman to rebound, he had to put 8 or 7 rebounds.
Why does it have to be a rebound? We're talking about somebody who can rebound. To rebound, you don't have to be Rodman. So if you average 10 rebounds per game, you're a rebounder. Oakley was doing that, and Cartwright was doing that, and Grant could do that. So Jordan had rebounders, guys who can get him 10 rebounds, and they did it for him.
We know what Grant was going to do his first year. That was his rookie year.
Chris Bosh is not doing that. That's what we're trying to explain. Chris Bosh is not doing that at all. So
we know, but we seen what Chris Bosh can do. You comparing somebody in their 2nd season to someone to their 7th season. We seen 6 seasons of Bosh doing something. We seen 1 season of Grant and Pippen
that's
doing
what
something.
and that's what I'm telling you about with Cartwright and Grant and Oakley. So Jordan had players who could average 10 rebounds per game and did average 10 rebounds per game, but he didn't. That's what I'm saying. So Jordan didn't have to average 8 rebounds per game in 1989. That's just Jordan being Jordan. That's why his coach got fired. Because Jordan thought he could do everything on his own. He didn't need his teammates. He don't like his teammates. He was mad that they traded.
Plays LeBron for doing that.
Okay, let me explain something to you. Michael Jordan didn't like Grant. He wanted him to get rid of Grant. He didn't like that. He wanted them to get rid of Cartwright. He didn't like that they got Cartwright. So these are the players that Michael Jordan was saying that was helping him win. That's why his coach got fired. So again, Michael Jordan is the bad player. He's the one who's not being productive, because his team was losing because of it, like you just said. But LeBron now goes to a team where he's supposed to get help, allows help, and you guys want to knock him for it. And Chris Bosh is not even helping him. Chris Bosh is giving him, what's it called? Let's see here.
Chris Bosh in 2013 in Game 7 scored 0 points.
Yes, and he's giving you 8 rebounds per game, 7 rebounds per game, and 6.5 rebounds per game. That's what he's giving. That's what he doesn't have to score. Why is he?
I'm gonna take up on Chris Bosh.
Go ahead, Jay.
I'm gonna take up for Chris Bosh for a second. He did have a clutch block, man. On that 3-point shot. He did, you know what I'm saying? Did have a clutch shot. But that's what I'm trying to tell you. You need the look stuff. It don't matter if you're putting the ball in the hoop, if you're jumping out. Jordan had that for what? Let's say from 89 to 98.
Definitely from 90 to 98.
He always had more shooters than the next team. He always had somebody that's going to out-hustle the next player on that next team. He always had somebody that's going to give the Bulls an edge, and he can lay back and be like, all right, shit, I'm going to go ahead and shoot the ball 4 straight times this possession and then pass the ball.
So basically, about to he never faced no one in the finals. So where were these players at? Because they was giving out these awards in the 90s if he never.
What you talking about awards?
He said he never played with the All NBA, played against All NBA talent in the finals.
Oh, you talking about him then? You ain't talking about me.
No, he said LeBron played against more.
Yeah,
that's what
he said no.
Hey, let me tell you something. Let me show y'all something. LeBron James averaged more rebounds per game than Chris Bosh did during the Miami era.
I know we like trying to say Bosh didn't perform like he did. That's what we're not really trying to say. We're just trying to say that Chris Bosh was not on a Scottie Pippen level. That's all we're trying to say. Chris Bosh
But
was not on
yeah,
Scottie
based
Pippen level.
on the media
I don't
awards
think
that are
see,
No,
literally
based
trying to
on
figure out why they don't know the difference between Scottie Pippen and the other players. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I mean, Chris
because
Bosh.
y'all go by eye test
Wait,
with Jordan's
wait.
teammates,
Chris
but the
Bosh.
production y'all don't go by the production.
No,
Because
Chris. All
literally
right. Chris Bosh averaged 19 points per game, 8.5 rebounds per game. I mean, he averaged 2 assists, 1 block, and 0.8 steals. Is that better than Scottie Pippen? Does that make him a better player? Than
and what
Scottie
he
Pippen?
was, I'm not going to defend it, but what he was trying to say, based on production wise, it should have been Wade and Bosh to be equal or more than what Pippen was.
No, we're telling you that even though Scottie Pippen's numbers, which is only in the as far as scoring, it's not why Scottie Pippen is not as good as these guys. It's what you fail to realize. You guys hold Scottie Pippen against because of his scoring, but he's nobody. Nobody's going to average 20 points per game playing with Michael Jordan. That's what you guys fail to realize.
Just like we talked about last week, Scottie Pippen was a top 3 player in the league from 94 and 95 when Jordan didn't play. This is how good Scottie Pippen was. Chris Bosh was never a top 3 player in the NBA. Simple
But
as
y'all
that.
going, look what y'all look at the hoops y'all going through. But what's simple
How's
with
that a hoop?
LeBron,
This is
y'all
production
going
on the
by
court.
stats because y'all know LeBron has more than them. But this y'all gotta go to
But
VORP and y'all gotta
why
go
you
through
just over here
analytics.
with the man telling you about Scottie Pippen, you going back to LeBron.
like
Understand what he talk about Scottie Pippen real quick.
like value over placement is their production on the court. That's why every MVP is the value over replacement leader. Scottie Pippen was top 3 in the league with these players when he was out. That's how good Scottie Pippen was.
Listen, we
Scottie
can't.
Pippen.
Yeah, listen. You see what he just said? That's 2 seasons of Scottie Pippen giving you 14.1 in VORP. There's not no 2 seasons in Chris Bosh's career that we can take that and he would have 14 VORP at all. Like he's not that valuable. He's not.
Basically, when Scottie Pippen was on the court, and he was 7 points better than everybody when he was on the court those 2 seasons. That's basically what that means. Chris Bosh was never 7 points better than the other players on the court when he played. That's why we're saying he was not on his level.
Look at this. What I'm saying is the criteria y'all using is different in every subject y'all talk.
No, it's not.
This is not the same criteria you would use against when you're doing the LeBron and Jordan. Y'all just went to points, rebounds, assists per field goal.
We do that.
All of that.
No, we do that. We do that.
No.
I never seen a Pippen efficiency rating, a PER.
Wow.
I never seen that.
Wow. Listen,
we just did this last week. What you talking about?
Listen, y'all, see, I can do this. You guys really want to see Dwayne Wade versus Scottie Pippen with all their stats and accolades and all their achievements? You really want to do this? Is that what y'all really want to do? Is see who tops out more? Because we already showed y'all that when Scottie Pippen ended up being ahead of Dwayne Wade on our objective list. Like we already showed you this. We already showed you Scottie Pippen is better than all of these guys.
We just talked about this last week. That's what I don't understand.
So Scottie Pippen is better than Wade, Bosh, Allen, Irvin,
all of them.
For an 8-year span, Scottie Pippen was better than all of them for an 8-year span.
No, not 8-year span. Remember, Brandon, we did the top
I know we did. Like we topped like all of them.
No, because he said the way we comparing it. So the way we compare everything is using everything, right? If we do everything for Scottie Pippen versus those same players, Scottie Pippen will be better.
Okay.
We already did it. We already did this. Scottie Pippen ended up being top
I probably
15.
didn't see the episode then.
Scottie Pippen ended up being top 15 all time when we did the objective list, where we literally list everything that you're talking about. We list the totals, the per game averages, the accolades, the seasonal awards, everything. We listed everything. And on Brandon's list, Scottie was ahead of Dwayne Wade, and there's no one else going to be better than Dwayne Wade on LeBron's team, including Ray Allen. Ray Allen's not going to top the top 20.
Pip don't need stats for production, but the whole episode is about stats.
No, like
I said, y'all want to use the eye test.
No, we said stats too. I was going to say, listen, Scottie Pippen's stats are great. You guys continually think Scottie Pippen does not have good numbers. His
Because
totals
he
are
didn't
up.
All right,
score
what's his-
30 points a
what's-
game.
what-
That's
what is-
all it is. Because
what-
he didn't score
All
30
right,
points
so
a game.
what's his career? What's his career stats? That's all I want. I don't even care about.
Wait. All right, let me do this. Let's do the totals because the averages, let's do the totals, right? Let's do Scottie Pippen's totals. Scottie Pippen's totals. Let me pull up Scottie Pippen because I'm already looking it up right here. Scottie Pippen's totals, which is incredible, has 18,940 points. Okay. Scottie Pippen has 7,400 rebounds. He has 6,000 assists. He has over 2,300 steals. He has over 940 blocks. Scottie Pippen has played 1,178 games. He has over 41,000 minutes charted in regular season. He averages 47% from the field. He shoots 32.5 from three-point, and he shoots 70% from the thing. Scottie Pippen has an illustrious career. He's played 17 NBA seasons. He's been in 16 different playoffs. Let's go to his playoff numbers. Scottie Pippen's totals in playoffs, 36,000 points. You know what 36,000 points is?
We don't got no 36,000
I'm
points.
sorry.
3,600.
3,600. 3,600. My bad. I'm sorry. 3,600. You got good. No, good catch. 3,600 points. You know how much 3,600 points is? That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. I think that's more
Way
than
has 3,900.
That's a lot. I mean, that's what I'm saying. 4,000. Only 10 players have 4,000. 11 players have 4,000 all time. Scottie Pippen has 3,600. Then he has 1,500 rebounds. He has over 1,000 assists.
More than Wade.
He has more. Exactly.
More than Wade.
He has more than Wade. He has more steals than Wade.
More than Wade.
He has more blocks.
More blocks than Wade.
He has almost 400 steals and almost 200 blocks. Or I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Is it that way? Is that I got it correct? Let me go. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, it's 400 steals. It's 400 steals and 180.
The way got 273. The way got 185 blocks.
So you're just saying no, because this is my point. I've heard this I've been hearing this since forever. How LeBron makes his teammates better. But literally, y'all come around and just told me that Jordan teammates is better. So is it a flip that Jordan makes his teammate better, or that's not the case?
Yeah, now Jordan make his teammate better. Hell no,
LeBron James. Wait, LeBron James.
Play with the way for 4 years.
Listen.
Stop. We're talking about who's a better player.
Craig. Michael Jordan makes Jed Bushler a better player. He makes Randy Brown a better player. LeBron James makes Chalmers a better player. Joel Anthony a better player. Udonis Haslem a better player. Michael Jordan does not make Scottie Pippen a better player.
I mean, Udonis Haslem was a champion before LeBron.
Listen to what I'm telling. This is what I'm explaining to you. I'm explaining to you that great players are great no matter what. They're great players. Michael Jordan, as a great player, makes mediocre players better. LeBron James makes mediocre players better, but LeBron does not make Dwayne Wade a better player. He doesn't make Chris Bosh a better player. These are already great players. These are first ballot Hall of Famers. You're not going to make them better because they might have easier chances to play because they're playing together, but he doesn't make them better. Chalmers is better. Norris Cole is better. Dellavedova is better. Kuzma is better. These guys are better when they're playing with LeBron. Like I said, these are you are using things that we don't use. We don't do this, brother. We do not go there. And that's what you fail to realize.
All the totals, and Pippen has 2,200 points compared to Jordan's 3,600. If you add up everything that Pippen leads in over together, you will not get the amount of laps that the points have between the two.
But that's because
20 blocks and 20 assists less compared to almost 1,500 points.
Yes.
I'm not understanding.
There's a 1,000 shot difference between Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan in this series.
Wow.
Jordan only averaged 1,700 more points.
We hate, bro. What is?
Oh no, it's out. My bad.
1,500.
It's 1,500. So Jordan needed 1,000 more shots to score 50.
And as a 46% shooter, you want Pippen to take more shots than the person who was shooting 50%? That's what you're telling me?
Scottie shoots 47, Jordan shoots 49. It's not that bad.
Okay, 2%. You was literally just crying about 2% earlier.
The point is this: if they both take 20 shots per game, Scottie Pippen's going to be up there around 3,500 shots, 3,500 points. He's going to be up there with Jordan.
So the same time he's being a shot taker, you could take the ball from a ball away from Pippen and give it to Jordan for the assist.
That's true.
The same thing.
That's true. And Jordan would probably have.
Jordan had the ball more to make more assists, but he didn't do it.
Yeah, that's true too. He has a
They
high
averaged the
usage rate.
same amount of assists.
Well,
Pippen
no,
never
but
had a double-digit assist in the finals. He
LeBron
never averaged double-digit assists in the finals.
But he has more than Jordan in the span.
But he doesn't have the ball as much as Jordan has. Jordan's usage rate is
It's
10
triangle.
times
Nobody
higher.
really has the ball in their hands like
no,
that.
the usage rate tells you who has the ball as far as finishing a possession. So
Jordan
Jordan
had the highest of all time
Yeah, he has the highest of all
in the
time.
triangle offense.
Jordan basically finishes the play for the Bulls more than Scottie Pippen does, meaning he takes the shot more, or he makes the pass, or the turnover.
Who makes that decision?
Jordan.
Uncle Jordan.
Oh, now it's Jordan. At first, I thought it was
Jordan.
going to say Hall of Fame. Phil Jackson was going.
Phil Jackson asked Jordan to take.
Phil Jackson asked Jordan to shoot.
Jackson asked Jordan to stop shooting so much.
He told Jordan to take less shots. He said, "I need you to move the ball more. I need you to pass your teammates and trust."
And then he went and averaged 11 assists in the finals when he told him that. And I was still.
But he also did that before. Did he have 11 straight games averaging 10 assists and he wasn't going above 500 then? He averaged 11 assists in that finals because he was playing against a team that was weaker than him, and his teammates was actually able to produce. That's it.
He has Scottie Pippen.
He has Scottie Pippen in them. Like, I mean, what do you want him to like? He has the ball in his hand. He's gonna make the play. His teammates was hitting shots. If we go look at Game 5, when Paxson was
Paxson's wide open, they had to tell Jordan to pass the ball.
They had to tell Jordan to pass the ball.
Yeah, like he's wide open
because he's a freaking shooting guard. That's what shooting guards. That's what y'all don't freaking realize.
Yeah, but Jordan wants the ball more than most shooting guards.
That should be is that a bad thing? You want your best player in the court to take all the shots? That's a fucking bad thing.
We're not
really
saying that. But
yes, it is.
No, but you're trying to default LeBron for being able to pass better, so LeBron doesn't have to shoot.
How he averaged 2 more assists, right? Just we gonna use that
and three less shots.
He can average 2 more assists to be a better passer, but a person can't average 3 more points to be a better scorer.
Because of the 3 more shots.
Oh my God.
The 3 more shots.
There we go. Here's the guy. I'm just saying.
The shots don't matter? That's what you understand? The shots don't matter? The shots don't matter.
I'm just saying, if someone can average 2 more assists,
you just said,
listen,
that's what I'm
why
saying.
Someone who averaged 3 more points can be a better scorer.
Craig, you
want to get context for the scoring, but not for the assists.
No, because you just said that Michael Jordan is the best scorer, so you want him to take all those shots. And I'm telling you that you want to knock LeBron James for being as good of a scorer as Jordan is, but he just is not going to shoot like Jordan. That's what you're trying to explain to you. LeBron can score just as good as Jordan can score, but he just chooses not to shoot like Jordan shoots.
Yeah, when LeBron has to score, his numbers go up. Simple as that.
Jordan cannot pass the ball the way LeBron James can. He will never have an over 2-to-1 ratio in passing the ball. It will never happen in Jordan's career. Jordan is not a better passer than LeBron. No matter how many times you want to do that. You want to
average 45 points in one series.
45 points? Nah, he never did that.
LeBron doesn't 35 or 45, one of them.
No, he never did that. Never.
I mean, Jordan did that.
Well, LeBron, you're talking about versus Golden State in the finals, and he averaged 35 versus them. He averaged 38 versus the Magics when apparently he choked when he averaged 38, like 13 and 8, something like that.
I think, look it up. I'm trying.
The most LeBron's ever averaged is 38 points per game in the playoffs.
38. So it must have been like 2. It was like 2 games, like 2 or 3 games.
He's talking about when he had back-to-back.
Are you talking about Jordan?
No,
he's talking about LeBron.
LeBron. No,
he went 40-40.
I'm talking about. It was like I guess it wasn't for the whole series, then, but it was like 2 games or 3 games.
Yeah, the first game, him and Tyrese scored 41, and then the next game he scored 40 when Draymond came back.
Oh, I ain't talking about Golden State. It wasn't even Golden State. It was like 2018.
Okay.
Yeah, when 2018 when he was going on those crazy scoring sprees.
And
I think he averaged like 45 points in 3 games, something like that.
Yeah, and two series. There's 2 different series in 2018 against Indiana and Toronto. LeBron averaged 34 and a half, and then he averaged 34. It could have been one of those games there where he was lighting them up.
So it was like
and then he also averaged 34. That whole finals, that whole playoffs, he was killing.
Whole playoffs, yeah,
he was.
Yeah, that's great for doing it for a series. How about averaging 33 for a playoff career? That's not great.
We never said 33 points per game is not great in the playoffs. We never said that.
It's about what you. Hey, can I say something, big dog? It's about what you got to do for your team, bro? What do you got to do for your team? If Jordan can focus on scoring like that and his team go automatically win, if he could just focus on scoring, what are we talking about here when we talk about LeBron James? You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, look, LeBron James' best passing season was 2020. He had 10 assists per game. He averaged 3.9 turnovers per game. So that was his best season. Jordan's best season passing was that same season that Craig brought up, which was 8 assists per game, and he had 3.6 turnovers per game. So in Jordan's best average season, he wasn't a better passer than LeBron James.
But he did average 32 points that season too, right?
No, I know. And that season, LeBron James averaged 25 points per game.
Okay.
But LeBron James took 19 shots per game. Wait a minute. LeBron took 19 shots per game. Jordan took 22 shots per game. So Jordan's taking 3 more shots per game to average the 7 more points that he's than LeBron.
I mean, 2 points.
Yeah, that's true. But LeBron James is passing
That's
more.
what I'm just saying.
Like, LeBron James is passing
I
more.
keep saying that shot attempts is 2 points for a shot attempt.
Okay,
if someone's not taking 3-point shots, he's gonna have to take more 2-point shots to get the 2 points.
I get you.
That's the whole thing.
But again, if we go to what you said, what were the results? In 2020, LeBron won a championship. In 1988,
okay, yeah, he won a championship. What the fuck?
Jordan shot. I'm pretty sure Jordan shot a lot more free throws than LeBron James as well. So I know y'all like to stay on this field goal attempt, but Michael Jordan would shoot a lot of free throws as well to get those extra points.
He shot 80% from the free throw line, right?
It don't matter what you shoot. He's shooting much more free throw attempts.
And LeBron shot more three-pointers. He's a good 3-point shooter, right?
LeBron had 5.7 free throw attempts per game in 2020. Jordan had 9.8. So Jordan had 4 more free throw attempts.
He was going to the hole.
And 3 more. No, I grant it. Listen, again, 1989 was one of Jordan's best seasons, but again, it shows you how even with one of Jordan's best seasons, if the team wasn't winning. So when the Bulls are winning, it's not because of Jordan, it's because of the team. That's it.
I've always said it's a team. Championships is a team thing. But when you go in with a player and a player, what they did, they was a part of that team. So you can't say they a champion because it's a team. You can't say Jordan.
We can say that.
The Bulls won. You can't say LeBron's a champion because the Heat won. You can't say that.
We can say
it's
that.
A team.
We can say that.
We overrating. What we're saying, we overrate Jordan and underrating
it's
LeBron.
Not overrating.
It is overrated.
That's exactly what y'all do. That's exactly what they do.
You want to say overvalue what he did? You can't overrate 6 championships. You can't you can overvalue it.
You undervalue 4.
Let me show you how.
No, I don't because I got him 2 behind Jordan.
Let me show y'all somehow Jay be dropping bombs on y'all. Jay just sat here and said that Scottie Pippen was always there for Jordan when Jordan needed Scottie Pippen, right? Do you know? This one's for you, Jay. Right? You jot this down. Put this in your brain, brother. You're gonna need this when you killing them on Facebook. All right. In 1991, 1993, 1998, and 1996, and even in 92. Scottie Pippen led the playoffs in steals.
I already do that.
Okay.
So that means, I would love to go to Dwayne Wade's stats to see what he led.
And look how you picking seasons. He led something. Every playoff season, Jordan led in points. Every season, not 91.
No, but Jordan.
Why did he lead in points? Why did he lead in points?
Because he's a better scorer, right? Because he's a better scorer.
Why did he lead in points?
He's a better scorer than everybody.
No, that ain't why. Okay. So you saying so? All right, chill. So you saying if Jordan take the
I don't say no ifs. I said a fact.
Listen. If Jordan take the same amount of shots that Pippen take,
there you go with this if thing. I love.
Listen. Just listen. If Jordan take the same amount of shots that Pippen take, and Pippen take the same amount of shots that Jordan take,
Jordan's still 49%, and Pippen is 47%. So he's always going to score more, no matter how many shots attempts they take the same.
He don't want to answer the question.
Bro. I literally just answered it.
No, that's true. Listen, Jordan shoots better, so if they took the same amount of shots, Jordan would have, but it wouldn't be that far off. It'd be like 1 or 2 points. That's what I'm saying.
That's the percentage. I'm talking about points. If Scottie Pippen shoot the ball the same amount of time as Jordan shoot the ball, and he shoot the same amount of time that Pippen shoot the ball, Pippen gonna be the lead scorer. It's just add up that way, big dog.
But look, Dwayne Wade's never led in any statistical category during the playoffs while he was with LeBron James.
And Scottie Pippen never been a Finals MVP.
Huh?
What does that have to do with anything?
I said Scottie Pippen
Wade was never a Finals MVP with LeBron either. So
yeah, exactly. So I mean,
they both got something another player didn't do.
Let's bring up Kyrie.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm just saying, y'all want to cherry pick what certain criteria y'all use for
I just found out that Scottie Pippen led the playoffs in steals. That has nothing to do with Jordan. Jordan didn't help Scottie Pippen get steals. That's Scottie Pippen's own effort.
And I'm pretty sure
that's his own effort. So if Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh can't do that while they're with LeBron James, mind you, you're saying Scottie Pippen's able to do that because he has Jordan. But I'm trying to figure out why none of LeBron James' teammates can do that with LeBron. Is it because LeBron's not good enough, or is it because his teammates are not as good as like they said? You're overvaluing LeBron James and undervaluing Michael Jordan. That's what it sounds like you guys are doing.
No, you know what really makes him stop talking? If you really
telling me to shut up, that's what you making me stop talking.
If you really look up them counts, what?
No, listen. Go ahead, Jay. Finish, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
If you really show how productive Grant and Pippen was.
No, we did that before. Okay, Kyrie Irving's led in no statistical categories in the playoffs at all. I mean, these guys are all scrubs, man. You guys love to make these guys great players, but I don't know how they're great and how they're better than Scottie Pippen, man. Scottie Pippen out here doing things that nobody on LeBron James' team ever did. I mean, it don't make no sense.
I think because nobody plays defense now.
Oh, see, look, now nobody plays defense. Here we go. Let's
hey, I'm just saying.
All right, your last straw right now is going to be Anthony Davis. Let's see if Anthony Davis led in anything.
Oh no, he don't play enough games.
Yeah, Anthony Davis led the playoffs in blocks in 2020. So Anthony Davis is comparable to Scottie Pippen.
Yes, indeed. Wow.
Like, still, there's nobody that LeBron James has played with has been more
because he hasn't played 10 years with somebody.
Oh wait, my bad. Not only did he lead in most blocks, he had the most blocks. We're talking totals now. He had the most offensive rebounds, and he actually had the most points in the playoffs too. Jordan's never had that, so that makes Anthony Davis way better than Scottie Pippen.
Anthony Davis don't stay hurt. Stay healthy enough. let him do that for 4 or 5. Let him do it this season.
Well, look, guys,
Anthony Davis.
We were supposed to get off because I was supposed to enjoy basketball today, man. These guys, listen. Brandon and I are undefeated. Jay just came along to just cuss y'all out because I love Jay for that. Jay, that's my Southern brother. We from the South. We don't play no games with these people. Y'all come on our show with y'all nonsense. Craig, you a good man, but these Jordan fans are really making you look bad, brother. They don't have nothing. They can't do nothing. This is GOAT James Kingdom, y'all. Please check us out on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. We're right here on YouTube. We drop bombs, man. That's all we do. We talk the GOAT conversation for a reason because we know what we're talking about. We can talk basketball. We really can. And as y'all can see, while this guy was gone, the conversation went well. Because we're trying to expose the lies. We don't need myths. We don't need that to make LeBron the GOAT. We don't use stats, accolades, and
criteria depending on the situation.
No, because again, if we use a generic criteria of like Brandon did, just of all the great things somebody can do, LeBron's done more greater things than anybody. That makes him the greatest player of all time. That's what you guys fail to realize. Scoring the most points per game does not make you the GOAT. Having the most scoring titles does not make you the GOAT. 3-peats do not make you the GOAT. 6 championships does not make you the GOAT. None of these things that you guys say Michael Jordan is the GOAT for, having a defensive player of the year does not make you the GOAT. None of this makes Jordan the GOAT.
That's a lot of things that don't make him the GOAT.
That's true, though.
Put them all together, it sounds like a good career to me.
It's not. How? No, it's not. Because if you put
like one hell of a career to me.
There's a great career you put them together, but don't.
It don't make it the GOAT. It don't make it the GOAT.
I mean,
hey, let me show you what you got to put together to be the GOAT. Okay, you have to have 18 All NBAs and 13 first teams. Okay, you have
that's media awards now. The voting awards.
I mentioned Jordan. I mentioned Jordan.
This is what
I mentioned Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year. So let me bring up the stuff that only LeBron has. Because everything I mentioned.
My point.
No, it doesn't matter. He has 18 All NBAs. He has 38,000 points, 10,000 rebounds, 10,000 assists. He's the only guy to do that. He's the most playoff points. He has the most playoff wins. He's the only player to take 3 different teams to a championship and win a championship while having the Finals MVP.
Okay. So 6 championships don't do it, but 3 different teams with championship does it. Okay, gotcha.
6 championships. No, wait. 6 championships is not. Hold on, wait. 6 championships is not the greatest. Winning 3 championships and 3 Finals MVPs is the greatest.
So 6 Finals MVPs, the most in history, is not the greatest.
It's not. No, that is the greatest. We give Jordan credit for that. I never said that.
Okay. So that's why I said
no. You can bring up you can again, and you can bring up the 6 Finals MVPs. And we never told you can't. We always told you that. That's because that's what Jordan has. He has the 6 Finals MVPs. No one else has that. We agreed to you there. That we agreed to. It just doesn't work against Bill Russell. That's what we just. That's all we told you.
And that's the 4 things wouldn't work against Bill Russell either.
What 4 things?
The 4 championships, 4 MVPs with 3 different teams wouldn't work with Bill Russell either because he didn't.
That wouldn't work with Bill Russell, but that's one of the only things he has. That's what I'm saying. I'm just bringing up the stuff that makes him the GOAT. Bill Russell being the MVP, that's a part of him being in the GOAT conversation. The Finals MVP is being named after Bill Russell. Is
okay. So what do the MVP means? And then with Jordan and named after Jordan? Like,
then he give Jordan that award because he has the most.
So now it's based on why they give it, not that fact that he got it.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Because Bill Russell, they gave Bill Russell that honor because he wasn't allowed to win it. They didn't give Jordan the MVP because he wasn't allowed to win MVP.
I thought it was they gave him the MVP trophy because the NBA feel he was the greatest player to put on an NBA uniform. But hey,
out of all the
where that's coming about?
No. You're right. Out of all the players that were left, that didn't have an award named after them. The players
had LeBron James.
LeBron James is still playing. They're not going to name him.
He's still playing. Why you give him an award?
He became a billionaire while playing.
When they named the All NBA after him, then you'll have that.
Okay, then we'll wait for that.
I mean, Kareem has the most MVPs. What type of argument is this?
That's what I'm saying.
That's not really an argument.
NBA, like what do you asking me? Ask the NBA why they chose.
NBA never said Michael Jordan's the greatest and give him an MVP trophy. That's the.
Ask the NBA why they didn't give it to Kareem.
They had.
He already have a trophy.
Well, that would have made him greatest with 2 awards.
Craig,
there would have been no debate.
Craig, you're going to be exposed here again. They had a list of players that they want to honor, and those list of players included Michael Jordan. And they decided the MVP was the best honor to give Michael Jordan because they wanted to honor him. They created an honor for Jerry West. They actually created an award for Jerry West. They created a whole new category.
Why would they give someone who has a 1-9 record, 1-9 finals record the most?
Because I just proved it to you. Because the NBA recognizes greatness. They don't hold people back for stupid stuff like you do.
I'm just saying
I'm just showing you Jordan getting his name after putting his name on the MVP is not because Jordan's the GOAT. That's not a GOAT scenario. That's what I'm trying to explain. That is not a GOAT criteria. It doesn't make him the GOAT. That's not why. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Don't use that.
Well, you just used it for Kareem.
No, I didn't. What if
from Bill Russell.
Because Bill Russell wasn't. I said
because he got an award named
after him. Wasn't able to get it.
Because he wasn't able to get it. And if he was able to get it, he would have the most. That's why they gave it to him. That's what you felt. He would have 7. He would have 7 Finals MVPs.
Now you using the if.
Craig, I'm just explaining to you why Michael Jordan has something named after him. It's not the same.
Somebody in the NBA said that?
Yes, they said that. It's a part of what you mean, bro. Like, listen, y'all forget I read NBA.
And the same thing, that same list you read it from said they gave it to Jordan, arguably the greatest player that ever played.
No, not arguably. They said by acclamation. You know what acclamation means?
Oh yeah, that's even better than arguably.
No. That was written by Sam Smith, the same guy who wrote Jordan Rules. And in Jordan Rules, he said Jordan was a horrible leader and was not the reason why the Bulls won championships. So we're going to agree to him when he says that too.
Well, they gave him the final MVP award to say otherwise. So.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. The MVP after Jordan is not because Jordan's the GOAT. It's basically because Jordan was supposed to be honored.
Well, they could have waited. They could have gave him something else. They could have waited for LeBron to retire and leave that MVP trophy for him.
He doesn't do nothing else to give it to him. What does he do? They actually said they favoritism Jordan. They gave something to Jordan. Another thing Jordan never earned.
They gave it to the guy who's second in the most MVPs, tied for second with the most MVPs. They couldn't give it to Bill Russell because he already had an award, and they couldn't give it.
They had a rule in the rule book that said you only have one award named after you.
Yes, because again, you forget to realize they wanted to honor 5 players, and Jordan was one of those 5 players, and they only had 5 awards to do it. In fact, they only had 4, so they invented one for Jerry West. They didn't invent one for Jordan. Because again, they just gave one to Jordan. They gave actually Jerry West more credit than Jordan here. They actually acknowledged Jerry West more than they acknowledged Jordan here. They actually invented something for him. That's more praise than giving somebody a trophy that already existed, that people have been winning and you're not even the best at. Let's get up out of here, man. Let's get going, man, because it's been long enough. Listen, guys, thanks for joining GOAT James Kingdom. You guys have anything you want to say before we go? No, everybody good? We've been talking.
I'm all tapped out. Y'all talk too much, man.
Listen, Daniel G, you are not allowed to post in GOAT James Kingdom. You are not allowed to do anything but comment in the comment section. You are a continually LeBron hater. You don't know basketball. You are an ESPN, NBC fan. You are not an NBA fan. Craig, I have apologized to you for that because you shouldn't have to deal with these type of Jordan fans. They make you look bad. You're a better man than that. You're more objective than that. But Daniel, you are a scrub and you are never allowed to debate me ever again. Get out of my face. Don't ever comment me. Don't tag me. Don't do nothing. I don't care what you have to say. You are a poor excuse of a man. Simple and plain. I'm out of here, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all day.
Damn, that was hard.
I had to, bro. I get tired of this. Brandon loves it, but I listen. I don't care for these guys. I'll be the Tupac of this group, man. Every time I will cuss you guys out. I will expose you every time. You don't respect Brandon and I. You don't respect our intellect. Brandon and I take our time. Brandon literally came up with a whole show. Like Brandon was ready to give y'all some good info. He couldn't do it. He had a whole list of stuff ready for y'all. We take time to do our research. We don't just talk fucking narratives. So don't come on our show trying to shut us down and you don't have no information. Like you don't have information, you can't debate. Simple and plain. If you don't know the stuff that you're talking, then don't fucking come on here and debate us because you're going to get exposed and you're going to waste 2 hours of our time getting fucking exposed. That's it. I'm sorry.
All right, y'all. We out here.
We out of here. You too, Jay.